Hello again to everyone. So excited to be here on this YouTube live. Yes, we're live. My name is Brett with MusicMedia. This is a great Saturday. I'm so excited to share with you to continue. This is a continuation of our talk yesterday. We talked a little bit about AI and its integration with just a lot of things that are happening right now that are going to propel us into the future. Um, we talked about yesterday NVIDIA and how they pretty much they purchased Intel, and it really wasn't a purchase. They pretty much invested some money into Intel as a company. Intel, as we all know, it makes U.S. domestic chips, computer chips. And we know computer chips are in the center of the whole AI race. And so yesterday we really got into the reasons why Intel has been sort of bailed out. It's on the verge of clear bankruptcy, right? Intel, a few months ago, I did a video on Intel. I was like, yeah, they're not going to make it, but the U.S. government and NVIDIA sort of came to some type of partnership to bail out Intel, the company. So, and this has all basically been a long series about AI, and so I'm really excited to talk to you guys today. Welcome into the chat. We've got Mokari's the first up to say hello. Hello, Mokari. It's so good to see you. And again, so yesterday I was just on was really on a I don't know, I was on a tear. I was just talking, almost like a lecture. I didn't get a chance to like really zone in on the comments. So I'm gonna be intentional today to talk to you guys and to address you guys. So I've got Jody Dries here. Jody Dry, thank you. Welcome to the chat. Thank you so much for joining the live today. Welcome. SB team says hello. Hello, welcome. It's good to see you all. Good to see you all. Mokari says, "How am I?" No, I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I'm feeling well. I'm really excited about seeing everybody here. I just wanted to address the chat. We've got a few people up here. SB team says, as take my name. Cool. I got your name here. So feel free as you're watching, like come in the chat and say hi. Today specifically, I'm going to talk to you guys about some more AI news. As we all know, AI it's everywhere. Like everyone's using it. There's not a program, there's not a system that is not pretty much integrated in the form of AI and just the everyday tasks that we use. We use AI. It's a major step into the future, and really pretty much the future is now. Um, so we are going to get right into it. And so yesterday was really sort of a summary of some economical changes in how the government sort of looks at the future of AI. As we all know, the government is always present, right? It's always here. It's always seeking to get ahead. And lately, it's been pretty much behind, right? There have been so many integrations and so many developments in terms of all of these different companies with AI. We've these open source companies. We have open source items or companies such as like ChatGPT, Gemini, Gronk. There are a probably just a ton of companies, and I talked about MIT. So MIT is obviously it's a college here in the U.S. And there are CEOs right now that are like in their 20s, um, between 20 and 25, that are literally starting up companies. They're building these startup companies, and really, uh, AI is really running the companies. They're not really maintained by employees. Like so, you're talking about 22-year-old CEOs. Like this is an amazing thing, amazing innovation that these young people are starting to take advantage of this market. And so if you can imagine a 25-year-old running a company, like being a CEO of a company, like 25 is literally it's literally a baby. Like you're 25, you're just maybe out of college, really haven't lived life yet. And so the question has been, can you really actually run a company at 25? Like, I don't know. Maybe that's something for discussion later. But with AI, who you can do pretty much anything. You can maybe have like 3 employees and the rest be run virtually. So yes. Let's see. Lopfar says hello. Hello, Lopfar. It's so good to see you. So good to see you. It's good to see you. Savis says hello. How are you? Savis asks, am I a producer? Yes, I do. I am in production. I am a producer. I do mix as well. As you guys can see, welcome to the studio. This is Anvil Studios that I'm in. I'm in my room. Here, this is normally where I shoot my videos. So it gives you sort of the aesthetics of the background. So you can see here. It's my desktop. And so yeah, this is where we're sort of hanging out. Of course, what I love to talk about is what we've been talking about for the past few months. And guys, if you get a chance, please like this video. Please subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel so you can receive all the updates. We're here weekly. I'm here at least once, maybe twice a week, depending on how I'm feeling. If I'm really feeling up to like really diving into the information that we're going to share today. And it's gonna be great information. We're gonna be talking about a few companies that are opening up data centers. Now, this is just literally AI information, AI news. I like to come up here and really kind of like dive into the deep, pull back the curtain a little bit, so that we can really see what is going on in the world of technology. So, let's see. Hey. So good to see each and every one of you guys. Thank you so much for joining the chat. Talu's here. Mokri is here, already getting the questions in. Mokri is asking me. Let's see. Somebody said, "Can I speak Hindi?" No, I don't speak Hindi, but thank you. Mokri's asking me, what do I think about Temple OS? And that's the question. Let's see. Who else is here? Greetings from the West Coast. Thank you guys, West Coast, for joining. Wow. I can only imagine what time it is in the West Coast right now. But yeah. So yeah, I don't let's see. To those let's see. Mokri's asking me about Temple OS. And so yeah, I'm not too familiar with Temple OS. Maybe you can kind of share from your standpoint what you're sort of thinking. Somebody said West Coast India. Yeah. So oh yeah. So Tempo is basically for you guys that don't know, Tempo is basically a programming language, right? And so it's like apparently it's part code, part experiment, part project. And so we may get into that later. Let's see. But it's good to see all of you. Thank you guys for joining the chat. Thank you for liking the video, and of course sharing. This video is a must. We've got to get the word out. This is an informative channel. I want to give you guys just a background of. So I started YouTube back in 2020, 2021. Really wanted to come into the space and really sort of add value to the space. I started out in giving like reviews on computers. I deal heavily like in Apple products. Like that's literally what I use for my production. Yes, for my production. I am also a video editor. I do. I mean, gosh, I've written eBooks, the whole nine. So kind of do a little bit of a lot of everything. But so we lately in the past 8 to 10 months, we sort of transitioned. I've sort of done some lives, done some webinars, some series on how to effectively use what you have in your space, whether it be a studio, whether it be any type of production space that you're sort of looking to get in. So, but lately the transition for me has been really to learn the AI space. It's this amazing time for us as humans. So let's see who else do we have in program. Paul says, "Are you a software developer?" No, I'm not. I'm not a software developer. I have worked hand in hand with software developers. I see we're getting love from India. I've had some partnerships with some people in India who are very knowledgeable in that way. I'm sort of like a galvanizer. I like to say that the projects that I've been working on have been software based, but I'm not per se a software developer. I just love the space. AI has really found me curious in this space, so super excited. Thank you for the comment and the question. Yeah, keep the questions coming. Our Cartoono Craft is here. Cartoono Craft, so good to see you. Thank you for joining the chat today. Yes, we're live today, man. This chat is going. Let's see. Underground OG says, "What's your favorite genre to produce music?" I make music, mostly house music and R&B. Yes, I love R&B and house as well. I do produce house. I produce gospel, jazz. I have a piano solo project that I've been kind of just, it's been like a legacy thing, legacy pop project that I've been working on lately here. I haven't really touched it in a couple months, but because it's a legacy project, by the time I finish it, I know it's going to be timeless. So yeah, production is what I do. But I sit up here literally on YouTube and really nerd out, man. All the information in regards to AI and how this is such a great infrastructure that's being built, and we're going to talk about that today. So I just want to address the comments. It's good to see you guys here. Good to see you here. But yes, um, we're excited, and today I'm really gonna get into there have been announcements of a few data centers that are going to be built here in the U.S. And so OpenAI is one company, Oracle and SoftBank. They're announcing five new AI data centers under Stargate and OpenAI's overarching AI infrastructure system. They're going to be building five new AI sites here in the US. And I'm going to tell you the reason why that is so important. Do you not know here in the US, we have really been behind, I would say behind the eight ball in terms of technology, in terms of AI, even in terms of chip making, because computer chip making is such an important part of being able to run your AI systems. So with these data systems, we're going to see a lot of companies really setting up shop with these data centers. Now, I know with these data centers, they're such huge infrastructures and huge centers, and there are some implications of the environment being affected as a result of these data centers being built. Now, I'm not going to necessarily go too much into those implications, and how some people are really they're really calling out against this. They're calling out against the construction of these new data centers. So, yeah, somebody says AI is taking over. Yeah, AI is definitely taking over, and I say it is gonna become a part of what we do, how we act. It's literally going to change the way we schedule, how we go throughout our lives, how we're able to maintain and function as human beings. So today, like I said, we're really getting into it. Yeah. So with the combined capacity from these five new sites, now I'm talking about five new sites for OpenAI, the Oracle, SoftBank, that they have announced five data center sites, and so this is going to be over a $400 million investment in the next 3 years in the US. And that puts us in a clear path, guys, for securing the full $5 billion and 10 gigawatt commitment that has been announced, that will happen by the end of January 2025. So in July, this previously happened. In July, basically, OpenAI Oracle entered an agreement to develop 4.5 gigawatts of additional Stargate capacity. So this pretty much represents like a partnership that exceeds over 300 billion between two companies. And partnerships are literally that. Like, we are in the age of partnerships, not just with, we can talk about even on social media. There are partnerships on social media. There are partnerships with companies. There are partnerships with these huge companies that produce AI. And this is the next wave of how business will be managed, how business will be done. The 3 new sites, okay, are going to be located in Texas. It's in Shackleford, Texas. I can't talk. Also in New Mexico. And there's another site they're going to expect to announce soon. So exciting news. Let's see. Shoko Flan is saying, what am I talking about? Yes, so I've been talking for weeks and weeks, and welcome to the chat. Welcome to the channel. My name is Brett with anvillmusicmedia. Just really been zoning in on AI, artificial intelligence, and how it affects our everyday life, how we sort of look at it, how humans are either very accepting of it. I have a lot of questions. I know that there's a lot of questions. I was talking to a few friends the other night, and people are asking, really, is AI something I should consider to be a part of my everyday life and how I do business, how I move about the day? And the answer is simply yes, right? But people have questions. So my job and the reason for this channel, at least for now, until I feel led to go in another direction, has been discussion about AI. So specifically today, we're talking about a couple of data centers that are starting to be built here in the U.S. domestically, and we're going to talk about how important that is to the economy of the U.S., not just the economy of the U.S., but the economy of those states and those counties that those data centers are being built in. I know here where I live, there was talks about a data center, and they're really trying to keep data centers away from the area that I live, specifically for environmental reasons. There's so many different there's so many different forms of government that you have to go through, so many different contracts, not just contracts, but environmental rules and regulations that you have to. This is all red tape that you have to pass through before you can even establish a data center. I mean, we're talking about data centers that hold all of this knowledge. It's basically dumping information into this one big computer that will sort of source our information for days to come. So let's see who else is here. Who else is here in the chat? Underground OG says, have you used a Gronk AI? I was amazed to see the potential. It helped me design my first music video, and the results were pretty good. Yes, I have used Gronk AI on occasion, right? I started out using OpenAI. I started using ChatGPT as my first sort of virtual assistant, and I never really transitioned over. I use Gemini a little bit. Sometimes I will go in there and I will use both, like ChatGPT and Gemini, and kind of see what I can come up with in terms of like whatever I'm researching. So I'm interested just to see, Underground OG, do you use Gronk AI? Do you use the free version or do you have the version that's paid? Because of course you guys get into the paid version. It's much more interactive. So, but yeah, talking about these data centers. So the 5 new sites were chosen. They basically were chosen through rigorous nationwide a process that was launched in January. So we're talking about a bunch of different regulations, guys, that these companies have to go to in order to allow for these sites to start to be designed and to be constructed. So this week's announcement makes the first set of selections with additional US sites to come. So there are going to be more US sites to come. I know Microsoft is also in this. Apple is also in this. We're talking about a $500 billion infrastructure. So the new Stargate sites are being developed by Oracle. They're going to join basically the Stargate campus in Abilene, Texas. So that's Abilene, Texas. If you guys aren't familiar, you just go look it up. There are already data centers there. It's already pretty much the campus is already up and running, and it's up and running on what we call the Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. It's the OCI. You can look that up. And it continues to, of course, progress rapidly. We know that AI is progressing rapidly with exponential turnover of information. And the reason for that is because of these data centers able to hold so much data, you know. But literally, AI can only really fulfill its promise if we build the compute to power it. We've got to build the infrastructure in order to power it. So there's already historical progress towards that goal through Stargate. And I guys encourage you to look this all up. But Stargate is moving very quickly, not just to meet the initial commitment, but what it's going to also meet is whatever comes next, because you have to sort of lay the foundation for these sites, and then out of that, the rest is history. So yes, let's see. Choco Fan says, sick. I'm not too up to date with tech, but it's cool hearing about it. Just subscribe. Thanks for the subscription. I appreciate it. You guys, please, subscribe if you get a chance. Daniel is in the chat. Daniel, hey, what's going on? It's good to see you today, Daniel. It's been a while. I hope things are well with you. It's good to see you here. Nunya says, don't let AI substitute your creativity and art. Use it for productivity, making it easier to get what you need in a shorter time. Yeah, it's like it's a tool. It's an assistant. That's the way I use AI. Not only don't use it for creativity and art, but also don't just use it for information. If you're looking up things with your AI, you want to make sure that you at least are aware and have information already, because it can pretty much, it will give you something. And if you don't have the information, or if you don't already know what you're researching, it's going to be a problem, and you will have informational issues. It's better that you have the knowledge of what you're already researching, and then you've got to know what questions to ask your AI. You just got to know the right questions. And so it's all about communication. Like, for centuries and centuries and centuries, communication has been the highest form of the human existence. How we communicate, how well we communicate, how we are able to get our point across. And it's no different with AI, just as it has been. If you look throughout time, those who have been the wealthiest, those who have been the richest, have been the ones who have been able to communicate effectively. I've been on this live now for 8 to 9 months. And when I started this live, I did not have great communication skills. Let me just be honest with you. I came in in fear. It's literally an audience of people watching you, commenting, saying whatever. Some or most are respectful, but it's all good. You've got to be able to sift through the comments and, You got to be able to sift through the noise and still be able to communicate. And so 8 months ago, when I started actually coming on live, this was a process for me to be able to see how well or how effectively can I communicate to my audience. And over time, I feel like I have gotten a whole lot better. Like I've gotten more comfortable. I have the confidence that's needed. And I'm only saying this for a reason, because with AI, it sort of helps with your communication, because this is literally it's literally an assistant that talks back to you. You can prompt it and it will give you feedback, but you can't just give it general information. Right, you have to be very succinct, and you have to be very if you're going to be technical, you got to be really technical. If you're going to be introspective, it can go so many different ways. So it's all about the communication. It's all about how you communicate with your open source product. Yes. Um, let's see. Use it like a tool. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. It's got to be a tool, but it's got to be the right tool, because the saying goes, anything is a nail to someone who only uses a hammer. So a hammer is a tool, but it will cause damage if you use it incorrectly, right? It'll cause damage. Like if I take a hammer and just start going around my studio and bashing the wall, I'll look up and have a whole bunch of holes in my wall. But to a nail, it's the perfect tool. So exactly, use it as a tool. Daniel's got in the chat says, don't fall behind either way. There are people all on AI. There's naysayers. Both are bad. Both are bad. Let's see. Just the right amount of AI is key, and use it as a tool for productivity. Yes. Yeah, use it as a tool. There's even a function here on YouTube now. I didn't realize yesterday when I got off the chat, when I got off the live, I went to upload this video. Well, it was already being uploaded, and it gave me like a little blurb of like AI had picked out a portion of my live, and it was like, I guess YouTube now has, it's not I guess, I know YouTube now has an AI function to where it extracts a portion of your live that I guess it thinks it might serve a purpose of a short. And I watched it and looked at it. It was like a 30-second blurb or whatever. And this is AI really doing this. And it's like, hey, here's here's content that you can use. So not only using it as a tool, but you can use it to help you to produce content. And so, I mean, the first two that it sent me, I mean, they were okay. Like I could have edited it and been better, or I could have just been a better communicator in that moment, right? But that's what it's all about. It's all about learning. It's all about changing. It's all about growing. It's all about the pivot of how we're able to sort of navigate through these systems. Let's see. Livewire says, would you use it for a resume? Yes, I've used it for a resume, but you got to be careful. You've got to really make sure the resume is you, right? What you can do is you can use it for keywords in the resume. What I like to do, I say like what I like to do. I have a resume, but what I would suppose that would be the best thing for you to do is to, with that resume, if you're looking for a job, you need to find the keywords. And AI, you just ask AI for the keywords for the resume and for the position that you're looking for, and you put those keywords inside of your resume, so that way it can spark sort of whoever's going to be interviewing you or whoever's looking over your resume. Please believe now, the fact that we're using AI and as a resume as an example, if you're using AI and using AI to generate your resume, to help you with your resume, please believe on the other side of that, there is another AI model that is scanning all the resumes. We talked about that before. We talked about that a couple of weeks ago. There are companies now, literally, because of AI, not just the companies, but there have been applicants in the AI, in the job market, applicants who have submitted resumes. It has quadrupled in in the number of resumes that have come in online. And this is all has been a result of AI. So now these companies are like overwhelmed with all of these responses to their job offers, responses to all of these resumes that have been sent in to different companies. And as a result, they've now have to they basically now have to employ AI to sift through all of the resumes. So you got to really kind of know this is a two-way street, right? What you are researching and what you're putting online is now being turned around to to and being actually being filtered through the AI system and the algorithm system that is being used by companies. So that's very very key. Also, you know, if you would like to write a book, I would say, you know, use AI. For example, like use AI for your outlines. Like don't necessarily have it write it for you, because there are AI. What AI does is it pulls information from literally from the web and from these, you know, data centers or whatever. But the information that it's pulling is possibly copyrighted information. So you got to be careful. I think there are websites. I talked to some friends. I had some friends over last night, and we were talking about that. And there's a website called Copilot that you can sort of run your 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 writings through, just to make sure that, you know, all of the writings are on the up and up. There's no copyright issues. It's all about knowledge. Like I'm only really researching things that I already have a general sense and a general knowledge of in terms of how AI works. I know that it can give me a bunch of BS. Like I know it can. Like it's not all the way there, but it's getting really good. It's getting really good. I've gotten to the point where I can ask it something that I asked it weeks ago, because a lot of times I'll jump back and forth, and it's great with that as well. And it sort of has the memory to obtain whatever we talked about previously, and it spits it right back to me. So the best thing to do with AI now is just to get comfortable with it. Have it, let it be second nature for you to go there and research whatever you need, whatever you're sort of looking for. It's a great resource. Um, let's see. Daniel's in the chat, jumping in the chat. Daniel says, let's see here. LineWire AI can help format information. So absolutely feed it key information and it will create a flawless resume. Yeah, absolutely. Great information, Daniel. Thank you for that. Um, Nunya says manual is better for education. Today everything is automatic. Everything is done for you. Yeah. But yeah, back to what Daniel says. Like, FindWire can actually format all of your info, not just resumes. But he's right. Like, it can literally format all your info. You just feed it like so. You feed it clean details, right? It's got to be clean details. It's super handy, basically, if you want something polished without spending hours of messing around with templates. So what we're doing is we're using AI as a tool. And what's happening as a result of us using AI as a tool is we're receiving our time back for what we would normally spend. You can easily spend hours on doing something and researching something. Well, if you can find whatever you're researching for through your communication with AI, you're gonna exchange that time, and you'll be able to buy back more time so that you can do other things, right? So that's good. Nunya says, let's see, manual is better for education. Okay, I did. Livewire, yeah. Let's see. Well, AI. So I think at the same time, Nunya, really AI and automation can take care of some of the repetitive stuff, and it frees you up to focus on deeper learning. But you know, it's about balance, right? you really need a manual for building the foundation and automation for efficiency, right? We've talked about automation, we talk about efficiency because automation brings about an efficient individual. Um, Daniel says, I disagree there. Here we go. Good conversation. Nunya, I homeschool my child. I use locally by Tiny AI to help with his education. Wow, wow, awesome, awesome. The Tiny engine knows more than me, so it can craft a more uh, bespoke education than I could manually. Wow, that's great. That's great. Nunya says it helps with access to knowledge, but it's easy. It's the effort to go out and find the same info is like walking a mile or two to get somewhere when you don't have a car. Walking builds character. Yeah, it does build character. I will tell you this, but I'm gonna tell you, walking will build your character. But if you need to get somewhere fast and in a hurry, um, each level, each level is we can have a race, and I've heard this before. We can have a race and go the same distance. Like, say for example, we're going 2 miles. Well, I'll give you, you can walk, and I'll take a bicycle, and I'll beat you every time. Take it up a step further. If you take a bicycle, and then I use a car, and let's just increase it to 5 miles. I'm still gonna beat you. So it's all about the vehicle, right? It's all about the vehicle. And of course, we know, like, let's go 5,000 miles. Well, if you take a if you take a plane and I take a jet, who's going to get there first? So we are talking about the vehicle. So I think that's very important for you guys to sort of know, and for it to be a parallel for you to understand. It's the type of vehicle that gets you there. Let's see. Let's see. Annoy is adding a comment. You should use it as a tool to help you, not as a do it for me. Yes, I'm glad we're all on the same page for that, because nobody's out here just cutting. You got to understand, like, work is work, and you have to work hard. And with each project, I know we as humans, we want to take the path of least resistance. We would like that our projects be easy, and not we wouldn't have to, break up fallow ground and have to brainstorm and have to have rough drafts. But at the end of the day, anything that you're doing that's going to be worth anything or worth substance, if you're going to release music, if you're going to come up with a new software program, it's going to take work. I mean, I'm talking about hours and hours of work. So that's what we always have to understand. And I think a lot of these questions about AI, can you use it for this? Can you use it for that? What about, whatever you're using it for, you got to understand that at the end of it, it's still going to be work. If it's going to come from you, you got to work out the process. You got to work out um, what you're trying to release. I would say partnership. I mean, partnership is still the oldest form of being able to express who you are and through your business, to release products. Whatever you're doing, if it's software development, it doesn't really matter. It's going to take work, and I think a lot of times we ask these questions about AI as if we're trying to sort of shortcut the process, and you cannot shortcut this process, and in no means necessary. You can't really shortcut it. You have to just do the work. Have to do the work. Daniel says, I'm older, dude. I remember having to go to a library to learn new things. Yeah, me too. Daniel, man, imagine how much time that takes now to go to a library. I hope people aren't doing that. Maybe people are. I like to go to the library now, and if I'm going to go to the library, it's just to get my thoughts together. It's just to read. Maybe, I mean, the atmosphere is like very calm, and it helps me out. So Daniel said, I used to go to the library to learn new things out of school. I understand the idea of the walk. I can in fact check the work of an AI, and it's 1/100th the time spent. Do you hear that? 1/100th the time spent. It's all about time. It's all about time. It's all about, you're literally buying your time back, and you're just not even buying, because it's free out here currently. And then nothing beats your internet search and you being able to use these programs and internet, like free open source programs, right? That's where we're headed, right? Everything is going to be accessible. Literally everything. Everything is accessible now. Literally, it's free for me to come live. It's free for us to discuss. You got to understand, like, this is the direction that we're headed, because there is going to be an abundance of information. There's already abundance of information. I told you guys before, the new thing to do is ask questions, because there's so many answers out there. There's so much perspective out there. There's so much that you can learn and you can glean from being online and being in a community. This is one of those lives that we are here and able to really kind of able to talk about this. So let me keep going. Let me keep going on. Anthony Anony, IUW says, even if not copyrighted, it can be stealing directly from a person. Yeah, we don't want to, like, I try not, listen, copywriting is not good because it's not original. And I feel like shortcuts can lead you to a dangerous road, and the end of that road is really copywriting and infringement. So got to be careful with that. Underground OG says AI helps you optimize your potential with limited resource. Yes, optimizing. It's all about optimizing. It's all about accessing. It's all about reproducing. It's all about using and reusing, because that's the internet. Internet is basically like it's literally the original open source, right? Nunya says anyone can press a button, but if it breaks, they don't know how it works, so they can't fix it, and there's no self gratification. I guess we have to learn a different way now. Yeah. My name is is here. What's going on? Is back. Un's breaking up the chat. How you been? So good to see you today. Welcome back to the channel. I know, like, Saturday is always live, man. You guys always come here, and we just have a ball. Like, the chat is live. It's good to see you, man. Good to see you. How you been? How things been for you? My name is is here in the chat. Jose Obing Dinte, I think I got that correct, says hello. Welcome to the chat. Thank you so much for joining the channel. You guys, if you get a chance, like this video, subscribe to the channel so you can know what's going on. I apologize, guys, if I get your name wrong, but Hosu Obing, I think that's it. I think that's your name. Good to meet you. Good to see you in the chat. We got the real hitters here. We got the family back. Some of my people are back here. My name is It's been 2 months. That's been too long, man. 2 months too long. Man, where you been? How you been? Tell me. Fill me in on life, how things are going with you. Guys, don't forget to get those likes up. Please subscribe to the channel if you get a chance. Daniel says, none yet. It was a question proposed a few years back by a man. Let's see. I just lost it. Sorry. Oh man, I lost it. Daniel says Suno is scary good. Daniel says, I just don't want AI to take the talent out from us. We need to keep outputting human art. Yeah, and that's going to be your purpose in what you can do. Like, keep being creative, keep using your creative skills to put out your art. Absolutely. Manu John, I'm not going to say that statement because it's not true. We're not all going to die. Mr. Alpha says it will not. Daniel says, as a creator, I can tell you, I can run MCN and have a wider look at viewing trends. AI fatigue is kicking in for viewers here on YouTube, and people are getting fed up with AI slop. Yeah. And they are. And guys, I've been called AI. Some people, I would say that I wouldn't believe somebody to say that I'm AI, but I had several comments from people that thought I was AI. And I think AI fatigue is really, it's not a good thing, because when you have so much that's being thrown at you and it's non-human, You know, you've got people making videos, and you can tell, like, you can tell there's no human communication. And that's why I still stand on the live. I really stand on this live principle, being able to come to you, being able to mess up, right? The human quality of being flawed is, it's almost becoming extinct, and we're just washing over. We're taking these AI programs and we're building these perfect videos, and I don't care. It doesn't matter for me. I like the human part about connection and how we're able to connect, how I am able to mess up. If I scratch my face or my nose, like, this is who I am. This is my personality throughout the world. And so AI fatigue is literally that. It's like people are saying they are fed up, literally fed up with AI, and they're seeking human connection. So we've got to understand that. Daniel says Google's project. We did talk about that a little bit. I believe we talked about it. Google's project on 2027 AI. Oh, you're saying Google project 2027 AI to discuss the potential future. Okay, yeah, I'll do that. Project 27 AI. Let's see who else we've got here. Nunya says we have to teach the next generation that living in this world is better than virtually, because you still have to eat, sleep, and go to the bathroom. Yeah, and that thing, and that's what you're doing day to day, right? You're eating, sleeping, and doing the latter, right? That's the human experience, right? That's the human experience. But to be honest with you, you're not going to be able to get past it. So Daniel talks about Project 2027. Listen, right now we're watching this, and we're watching this today as billions of dollars are being poured into these data centers. I talked about this at the beginning of I was about to say the beginning of the show. I talked about this at the beginning of this live. Billions and billions. We talked about the data centers that are coming to the US in states like Texas and New Mexico. Well, OpenAI, Oracle, SoftBank, NVIDIA, and we literally talked about this, Daniel. So it's funny that you said to Google this, but that's also been my research. But they're racing. All of these companies are racing. We might as well put Apple and Google, Microsoft. All of them are racing to become the company that's going to be the backbone infrastructure of what we will see in the future of AI. Right? They're racing to build basically the backbone or the bones of AI. And by 2027, we could be at a point where there will be an on-demand computing power, just as common as electricity, right? You have to go back almost 130 years for the invention of electricity. Don't quote me there. I'm kind of ballparking. But you can imagine electricity when it came online, literally, and electricity came on. We are at that state now. We are at those crossroads now. So, you got to think about AI models that are spinning up instantly to handle massive task, like, for example, like medical simulations or language translations. We've got a bunch of language translation models now. It's really no point in now humans not knowing other languages. I can't tell you. It's literally every live I get on, somebody asks me, do I know a certain language? And it's like, yeah, I should know about 3 or 4 different languages, right? But so here are the reasons, and here's how we can sort of tie into our personal use what's happening. Project 2027. You got to understand that there are AI assistants that are going to be moving from being helpful tools, as we talked about earlier, to actual collaborators, right? AI tutors. You guys have talked about that. I feel like we talked about that recently. But yeah, by 2027, Sam Altman, his prediction, if his prediction holds, which his prediction is saying, it's just going to be exponential growth. If his AI may be directly contributing to personalized medicine genetic data in real time and suggesting targeted treatments. So this is all amazing information, all amazing breaking news. We got to understand, even with all of this, there are going to be regulations, and at the top of these regulations are going to be these corporations, these businesses, the CEOs, those who are the wealthiest, are going to control pretty much the output and the outflow. Yes, we will have a free source. The internet has become a source of information for free, but uh, you have to follow the money on this, right? And here's the flip side: the economic and social impact of what AI is going to do. I mean, automation is already pressurized. It's already pressuring certain jobs. There are already certain jobs that are being affected, and so by 2027, we'll see industries reshaped. And 2027 is 2 years from now. Industries are going to be reshaped. There are going to be different opportunities regarding AI. AI is going to take over a lot of jobs that are being outsourced now, are literally being taken over by AI. So by 2027, guys, we're going to need to know and have clear rules. And so the governments are really behind on this. They're so behind because imagine trying to box this. This is so hard to even try to box and put guardrails on. It's literally almost out of control. But tech is going to eventually outpace the guardrails. So I am missing you guys' comments. Let's see. Daniel says Stargate will be Project 2027. Yes, Stargate. Yeah, we talked about that. We talked about that earlier. Like they're building all of these they're building these data centers. Let's see. Nunya says don't give AI arm or legs. Terminator much. Nah, Nunya. I mean, Terminator is a depiction, and I know art imitates life, but come on now. I think we're far past the point of terminating the human race, right? That's such a second and third frequency that humans, for humans for years, humans for decades and for centuries have gone into other places and taken over countries and annihilated cultures, and we understand that. That's not quite where we are. I would say you've got to understand, AI is really not about that. In fact, if you were to start a world war and you're using AI is going to tell you, like, why are you doing this? There's a better way to sort of solve the problem of annihilating the human race. So I don't necessarily subscribe to that. MP Slayer, thanks for joining the chat, says, I want Nerve Gear helmet VR thing from SAO. Explain to me what that is. That's something new. I've never heard of that. Underground OG says, facts. Non-human robotic content is killing the natural thought process, and willing to hustle and go through the grind is fading away. It literally takes 3 minutes for us to make, I'm assuming you're saying, an Eminem song. Yeah, it does. It does. But what can you do with your creativity? Like create, and then allow AI to shorten the process of you getting from step A to B. Like that's literally, for the life of me, I don't understand, because and I do understand. I do understand. I'm at an age where I've seen, like Daniel said, I've been to libraries. I've had to create on my own. And so I've lived in a world to where if there was no AI, I would be able to function just fine. So I think unfortunately, there are babies in this world that are growing up with, like, literally gadgets and computers attached to their hand, right? They can run circles around us with technology, being at their age, but are they self-sufficient? I guess that is the question. Self-sufficient is the name of the game. And maybe that's the title of this video. What do you guys think the title of this video should be? I want to name this video when I give it the best title, the best YouTube title. And I'm not even in the business anymore, really, of like SEO and search engine optimization. But yeah, guys, let me know in the chat, what do you think I should call this video? Nunya says, have you seen these robots, dogs, and factory Human-like robots? Yeah, I've seen them all. I've seen them. The grind teaches appreciation, which makes art better than auto AI. Yeah, man. Yeah, absolutely. Daniel says Project 2027 suggests we build our own demise in the form of AGI. Yes. Um, AGI is big. And how does this affect Project 2027? Daniel says we grew up without the internet at one point. Yeah, we did. We did. I don't even want to embarrass myself like that. What has that been? 20 plus years ago? Probably. No. The internet, that was 97, 98 when the internet came to be. Most of you guys don't probably know that. Probably younger than Daniel and I. Uh, well, I'll speak for myself. I'm not gonna put Daniel's age out there. Maybe he literally just did. Yeah. But yeah, at one point we did not have the internet. Nunya says that's my whole point. Self-sufficient because the new age of automation, people can't live without tech. No, you can't. You can't. Salmon, welcome to the chat. Salmon, welcome to the chat. Daniel said a good point about AGI. So if you guys don't know about artificial general intelligence, that's the next leg of where we're headed. I would encourage you to Google that or talk to your AI agent about this because it's a big wild card when we talk about Project 2027. Right now, we're building even more powerful tools and a massive infrastructure. And AGI is a whole different level, right? It's a whole different. Even by 2027, we'll be staring at AI systems that just aren't about answering questions, or generating text, but they're going to be reasoning through problems and designing solutions and even setting goals for humans. So I had a friend of mine talk about like she literally now is using her like giving her AI like her credit card and setting up her vacation. Like this is absolutely crazy. Kino, what's going on? Welcome to the chat. Good morning. Well, good morning wherever you all. Said you just stumbled in here. What's the exact conversation? Kino, you're probably gonna get bombarded by information, but AI is the topic of conversation. I knew Daniel was gonna tell you. Yeah, so welcome into the chat. Hopefully, you have been welcomed, man. This is literally what we've been talking about. Has been AI and how it affects human interaction and where we're going. And we got several different like Nunya is definitely giving us a perspective of self-sufficiency and how we should continue to be self-sufficient. Because yes, if everything were to shut down, like where can you pull your resources from? Are you able to farm, right? Are you able to generate your own crops? We have lost self-sufficiency and become literal consumers. I blame the US for that, honestly. But sometimes, here's my take. I feel like every year you should at least take a week to go off the grid, right? And to learn about nature, to get one and in tune with actual nature. Be in touch with who you are and who nature is. Like Nunya, I agree. To a certain extent, you should not have computers to run your entire life because it's not about that. But this is where we are. But you gotta unplug. It's like the Matrix, right? You either take the red pill, the blue pill, the green pill, whatever it is. But whatever you got to do in life to sort of reset yourself is to unplug. Conversations like this are, to be honest, are a form of unplugging because what we're doing is we're really exchanging information. We're really exchanging real-time information. We're talking and communicating back and forth, and that's what this community has been about. It's about like really unplugging and let's just like give our thoughts and opinions, be respectful. The conversation has of course been respectful before I had to earlier I had to block a bunch of people earlier because it was like a whole bunch of bots, which is fine. I don't really care because there's no bot that's going to be able to out talk me, um, because eventually the room's going to run the bot out, right? Or those who are spamming or whatever. Anyway, you get what I'm saying? Nunya says AI tech versus old ways. Okay, that's a video. That's a good video. AI tech versus old ways. I'll consider that as a video topic. Daniel says, yeah, I have AI text me for things. It's undecided on when responding to my emails. Yeah, yeah. But the more information we give it, it's going to be able to basically determine our schedules. It's going to be able to determine our way of life and how we sort of go out throughout the day. So Kino, it says, appreciate you all. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for joining the chat. Like Samet says, we feed AI and AI influences us. Is cyclical. That's a valid point. To feed AI and then it feeds us. But is it cyclical or is it just communication, right? Because communication can be even cyclical, especially depending on the relationship you have with whoever you're talking to, whether it's a human, whether it's AI. I would call relationships cyclical or a cycle, and a cycle doesn't have to be bad, right? As long as you're not stuck in it. But it's depending on how you relate. You know, I wouldn't technically call it cyclical. Maybe it's possible. Good point, though. Good point. Nunya says exactly, but that's where we are evolving. We're not doing it right, but thanks for getting my point. Yeah, Nunya. Yeah, I'm here for all the points. Like, this isn't a yes. This isn't a yes to everything I say or everything anybody else is say live. Like we have conversations that are sometimes we can disagree to agree, but all in all, like I said, it's respectful. It's a respectful space. Kino says, yeah, I agree. There will be a decline down the line for sure. What are you saying specifically? A decline in what? What will there be a decline? Nanya says it's been declining since the beginning. Since the beginning of what? Oh, of the internet. Okay. Okay. Daniel says, the thing is, Brett, I'm training AI to know me and my habits within my lifetime. I'll be able to upload immediately. Quantum suicide. So it's not me. Nevertheless, I'll live on the digital in a digital prison. Yeah, we talked about that before. Yep. So yeah, you're basically setting it up for it to know everything that you're about, and yeah, you're sort of in a certain way creating a legacy, right? This is sort of like a legacy project for you. Frankie Smith says, welcome to the chat. I didn't know you were on here. Frankie, good to see you. Thank you for joining. Good conversation. I was listening to you while I was riding my bike, so I couldn't literally contribute. Yeah, that wouldn't have been safe, right? Also, I don't know very much about it. I'm just trying to learn something. Well, that's why you're here, and I'm glad you're here. Thank you. I hope you have subscribed to the channel because we're here every week. Literally, I'm here from week to week. So, Frankie, thank you so much for joining the chat. Hopefully you're at a safe place to where you can reach out and chat. And if you have any questions, man, or if you have any comments, something to earn, it's all about learning. I'm learning every day about this, right? We talked about Project 2027 and artificial general intelligence. Like, how about that? That's something to research. That's something to gather knowledge about. So Kino says a decline in self-sufficiency. Yes, I do agree with that. But those who are going to win this race are going to be the ones that can use AI and manipulate it in such a way that it's just like we still drive cars. We still have cars. I drive a car, but I'm not self-sufficient enough to know how to fix that car. If it breaks down, I have to take it to a shop. Does that make me less self-sufficient? I don't know. It's open for discussion. Like, this is a sort of slippery slope. At what point do we sacrifice self-sufficiency for evolution. We're talking about two different angles here, right? Because the evolution of the human race, and we are exactly where we're supposed to be, right? Even if we are killing the earth, right? Some people really argue the environmental issue of what's happening to certain areas and certain places, and it's not a good look. But and the earth is literally sacrificing itself. There's no longer reciprocity in terms of when things die, it gives way for life. But are we talking about evolution without self-sufficiency? Because the self-sufficiency sort of got us there to the evolution. So, I mean, this is a great conversation. It's a great conversation. Very good name. Says, nice take. Now give us your controversial take. I mean, I don't know, you're talking to me or are you talking to the others? Daniel says, and Daniel, by the way, guys, is Mr. Space Nut, if you haven't already recognized. This is Mr. Moderator. So everybody's got to respect Daniel. Now, he has such great insight. Well, there's an AI Stan Lee right now. I saw that, Daniel. Oh, my goodness. I just saw the article on the AI Stan Lee. Man, I am a huge Stan Lee fan. I was so disappointed when he passed away and like they wouldn't show him in the comic books anymore. But yeah, the Stan Lee hologram. I got it right here. It sparks a fan debate. Let's go to here. Let's go to that. It's a quick transition to that. Okay, so Stan Lee, I literally just Daniel, guys, if you get a chance, there is a AI. It's an AI forum. I want to say it's a forum. I receive emails. It's called Deep View, and they had this article. So the new interactive hologram Stan Lee experience premieres this week at Comic-Con. And the project is a collaboration, I'm reading, with Cartoon Studios, Stan Lee Universe. Daniel, maybe this is the thing, man. Stan Lee's back, right? Like, he's back. Like, and here's the quote. It says, "Even in death, they won't let the guy rest." One wrote. It's all pretty dystopian. I don't know. We going that far to dystopian about Stan Lee holograms, but nevertheless, yeah, Daniel, I saw that. Nunya says it's all up to the X generation to teach the future gens, because we know both ways of life. We know there before and at the beginning. Yeah. The PCH. Yeah, Nunya, great. And Nunya, I'm honestly curious to know your age. You seem like you're probably in your late to mid to late 30s, maybe 40s. You don't have to answer, but I can just tell basically by what you're saying, what age you are. You probably are my age. Daniel says, how do we teach them, Nunya? Through a computer. It needs to be done a mass level. We need more kids in IRL. Wow. Nunya says a lot of old ways are still the best ways. Old steel cars are better than new aluminum cars. Yes, Nunya, you are. But I feel like you are talking about product efficiency, and there is a difference. And I can really speak to that because I've had Apple products for over 15 years, and I have computers now that I use that are 10 years old, and it's still great, solid product. I will agree with you there. There are products that are not being made efficiently, and they're being made to break. That's definitely true, that in a sense, we're losing the efficiency of production. I can agree with that. I don't know necessarily if that point is transferable or translatable to what we're talking about in terms of technology, because now you can turn around and use an open source on AI to build you a car or an efficient product that does not break down, that is efficient. It's not only efficient for the environment, it's efficient for its surroundings. So we're talking about a couple different things here. Daniel says, honestly, not a fan of Stan Lee. Oh, you're not a fan of Stan. Oh man, I'm sorry. I'm a fan of Stan Lee, Daniel. Stan would have hated it, but it's a showcase of what humans who do consent could do. Okay. Okay. Cool, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Bloodline is here. Awesome, awesome to see you, Bloodline. My biggest collection. I'm not collection of what? Yeah. XYZ player, what's going on? Welcome to the chat. So good to see you today. It's good to see you, XYZ player. Yeah, welcome to the chat. Let's see. Right on 46. Yep. I see none yet. I knew because I can tell who I'm talking to because I'm in the same age group. So we're in the 40 club. Yeah, I'm 40. I'm 43. So 46. I just I can just it's funny. Like I had a subscriber come on and he was like 18, 19, and I like guessed his age and he was like, how did you know? How did you know my age? I'm like, I can tell how you talk. Like literally the things that you say and how you express yourself in communication. I told you guys it's all about communication, how you communicate. People know exactly where you're coming from. They can tell. So yeah, you're right on, man. Guarve, Garve, I think. How are you, bro? I'm doing good, man. Thank you for joining the chat. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining the chat. Modoc says big fan. Oh, thanks so much. Thank you. Thank you all, guys. If you guys get a chance, like I said, like and subscribe to the video. We've had a great conversation today. We've done a deep dive. Saturdays are the best days to come on live. I'm not gonna lie. Like I even talking to Daniel, he kind of gave me some. Daniel's been a great trusted friend in this space. Gave me some really gave me some advice about coming on YouTube. He's like, yeah, you can come on Saturdays. That's the day. Saturdays is you guys have been great. The comments have been amazing. Like we've been really talking through. Somebody says big fan. Modoc, great, man. Awesome. Thank you for support. I really appreciate it. Samari says, hi, bro. Hey, what's up? What's going on? Samara says, who am I? My name is Brett with Anvil. You said I don't know you. Well, go check out my channel and you can get to know me very quickly about who I am and what this channel sort of stands for. Nanya says, they say if it's heavy, it's not fake. Okay. Well, yeah, let me know what you're referring to. If it's heavy, it's not fake. Yes. Daniel says, Daniel seems to know Guava. Congratulations on the success of your channel. Yes, I don't know. Who else is up here? Love from India. Thanks. Appreciate the love. Guava says, Modoc says Guava's a big fan. Okay. Well, welcome to the chat. Daniel says we're talking the pros and cons of AI. Yeah, we've been on the discussion. And if you get a chance, like go back and watch the video. We've been up here a minute, so quite a while, but it's been a great discussion. Welcome all to the chat. Get a chance, please subscribe to the video. More love from India. Thank you so much. There's some software developers that I've been in contact in India, so I think this collaboration that I have coming up is going to be a great sort of collaboration. Let's see here. Johnny Walker says, "What's up, Dory?" Let's see. Kino says, "Do you guys hear Sam Altman's 3 fears for AI?" Okay, the first one is AI going to the Terminator route. I don't agree with the Terminator route. We already discussed that. AI is way too thoughtful. I mean, it's way too knowledgeable to just take out the human race. That's just not going to happen. Number 2, AI being utilized by president for every little thing. No self-sufficiency. Well, yeah, AI is already being used by governments, and it's just a matter of whose hands it's in, right? We have this system where the government is using AI to be able to get ahead in so many ways. Number three, he says AI being heavily relied on when we can't. Yeah. Boo, boo, boo. Daniel says we already can't disconnect. No, we can't. It's too late for disconnection. Like it's here and forward, here going forward. You got to be able to lock in. Nunya says everyone is online on the weekends. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, like everybody's detached or disconnected from work on the weekends. Yeah, so Saturday's been like a great time. Like I can't tell you, I've had the most interaction on Saturdays, and so I appreciate you guys. Like I said, once again, like coming up here and talking and like us communicating. This has been a great space. It's been a great space. Nunya says no one goes out anymore. Nunya, are you? Oh man, this is funny. I have your sentiment, Nunya. I'm honestly, yes. I believe the same thing. Like everybody's attached to their computers, they're attached to their phones, right? So we've got to figure out innovative ways to sort of get us back into nature, got to get us back into the environment, right? Even if we do take our devices with us, there is a such thing on your phone as, you can turn the option on your phone to silence it or to not be disturbed by your apps. Like I've done that. I've started doing that myself. Certain times, hours during the day, like if I want to focus on just centering myself of who I am, that's something within a reason. But we have to teach that, right? It has to be taught. It has to be something that is known, because it's the human existence is the human experience of us being able to be who we are, aside from all of the gadgets, aside from all the technology that we sort of use. So that's the whole conversation. Yeah. Somebody's saying happy birthday. I don't know whose birthday is it. Daniel says, me and my 12-year-old male, a point of farming crops every year. We stargaze each night. We put down tech for meals. People are still connected to the world. We're just a dying breed. Yeah. Nunya, Daniel, and I, we all share the same sentiments. Keep that balance going, though, guys. Keep the balance. You got to keep the balance, man. That's what life is about. It's definitely about balance. Guarve says love from UP, India. All right. I'm not sure if you're saying you're from India, but yeah, thanks. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the love. But yeah, this is just where we are in the space. There's so many different things that are going on, and I have been afforded to have a channel to where we can really discuss, and we can get down into the real crux of what we discussed today. Right? I think every point is warranted. Every point, everyone who's had a valid point up here, is a perspective of where we come from, even though we are in different parts of the world. I'm here in the U.S. We've got India. We've got the West Coast part of, I talked to somebody from Hawaii yesterday. It was really cool. So all of these perspectives, we still can come together, and I guess as long as you speak English, because every time I literally get on here, people are asking like if I speak another language, if I can just turn on my language model. But that's coming too, right? That's coming too. So Daniel says, got a dip. I'll be back shortly. Yeah, Daniel, all good, all good. But yeah, this is the space that we're in, and I'm really excited to see what happens. And you guys just stay tuned, like really lock in. Join me here each week. I'm literally here up on Fridays and Saturdays. I'm here. And so if you have any questions, if you have any concerns, or I say concerns, if you have any comments, yeah, please feel free to leave those comments. Guave says your money per month. I'm not sure what you're asking. Your dollar signs per month. I'm not sure. what you're asking. But anyway, yeah, super excited to have each and every one of you on the chat. Nunya, if you're in, I hope you subscribe to the channel, man. I want to see you. I want to see you more. Since we know we're around the same age, I want to see you up here more. That way we can discuss. I think you have some good points. You've been been gracious in what you've sort of talked about. I like your thought process. Let's get back to the earth, not literally, because that means you died. But let's get back to the environment. Let's get back to and I don't even like saying get back to. Let's continue forward, but with the environment in mind, with self-sufficiency in mind, and making sure that we don't just use until you lose, right? Oh, Nunya says I subscribe. Okay, cool, sweet. Thanks for the subscription. Guare says you're. Let me see. And thank you all. I thank all you guys for subscribing to the channel. I appreciate you guys for locking in. I'm gonna consider that title, the new versus the old. I love it. Any other title suggestions we got for today? Once again, if you are watching the replay, thank you so much. I ask guys, if you get a chance, subscribe to the channel. Like this video. If you're able to, join us here every week. Same time, every week. It's an exciting time. Thanks, man. Thanks for the love, Guave. Appreciate it, man. Good night to you. Thank you for joining in. We got some special guests up here. It's been great seeing and meeting you all. We're going to continue the discussion, right? Kino has been in here talking it up. Appreciate all the comments, man. Kino, Nunya, I hope you guys are subscribed. So you guys are part of the community. We got to lock in. Nunya says, how long have I been on YouTube? I've been on YouTube for about 5 years. I really didn't start live until maybe a year ago. It's actually coming on a year ago. I started live because I was doing lives going to work, like driving in my car. So, but yeah, that's how long I've been on YouTube, and it's been a fun experience for me. It's been a very, very fun experience for me. So that's been my story, man. And you guys get a chance, like, go to my other videos. I have a ton of videos, not just AI, but on other products, on computer products. Some of my best videos have been on Windows products. So Kino is asking me the questions. Okay, man, we're gonna go there, right? What made me start? Oh, let's see. I had to get that stretch in. What made me start to stream a year ago? I mean, it was several factors, Kino. I wanted to be more consistent in my presence on YouTube. I felt like I had reached a crossroads to where before a year ago, I was making content, and the content I was making was pre-produced, right? So I would pre-record my content and I would edit it and chop it up. And that lasted for 3 or 4 years. It was good. It was cool. I've always been an admirer of those who can come online live and be live and being interactive with your community. And so with that being said, like I was like, let's have a go at it. I was fearful about it, but I also knew that this would be a consistency point for me, that I'd be able to be consistent. And if I could be consistent enough, I know I could grow, not just grow the channel, but to start a community. And, I've got my tribe, man. I've got, and it may sound small to you, but like I've got 7 to 10 members of my tribe that we just really kind of like locked in as a result of this year. So it only will continue to grow. I feel like you're a part of that process now, even the fact that you're like on. So that's just been my thing. And like it's an encouragement to me to be something that I'm always a person trying to seek the next best. Like, how can I get better? How can I obtain knowledge? And this is what I've been doing. That's why I started the live. So that's the reason. Hopefully that is helpful to you. Nunya, yeah, what state am I? I'm here in Virginia. Yep. Uh Nunya says that's what I say to women. I don't even know what that means. That's funny. Kino, thanks for the fire emotion. Thanks for the fire emotion. Yeah, 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 yeah. Now I appreciate you guys being open. Kino and Nunya, man. I appreciate both of you. Uh Nunya says texting's kind of fake because you can go back and edit while talking on the phone is live. Yeah, but I don't think you can edit after somebody's responded because that's what makes it fake, right? You can only edit before they respond. At least, at least I think with the iPhone. I don't know. You guys have iPhones? I don't know. Kino says, Nunya's hilarious for real. Yeah, he's kind of funny. That's kind of funny though. Kino, thoughts of creating a Discord. I have flirted with it, man. I really like the space where I am in. I want you guys to be able to push me towards that, and I think that is a possibility. And the reason why I say for my subscribers and people to push me towards that, I have a certain number of people in mind that before I start a Discord, I want to have, so that way we can kind of transition, or we'll still use YouTube as a platform. But Discord is very much on the brain. I'm still not quite where I want to be, in terms of where I am, but at the same time, it's like why not start it, right? If you get enough, I want to be consistent enough, and I also want to. Daniel will tell you. Daniel, he just dropped off the chat. He says he's coming back on, but he'll tell you like that's the next wave. That's where I should be. So I appreciate you for putting that back into the forefront of this conversation. That's what live is. It does keep you real, and that's really that actually. Let me add that to my point of why I started YouTube live. Why I started these lives is because I wanted to be real. I wanted to be something that you can see, you can think, you can feel, in real time. You can notice that I'm not fake. Like you can't really fake you can't fake an hour and a half of live. That's just no possible reason. And that's the reason why a lot of people won't do it because they have not reached into themselves to really find out who they are, their real self, so that they can share it with the world. And I just refuse to be a part of that percentile, right? Because there are very few people that come online that are actually who they say they are. And so if you are who you say you are, then other people don't mind following you and watching you. So that's been a part of this whole thing. Being real, man. AI is not real, and nobody's encouraging you to have a relationship with AI. But if you're gonna have a relationship and have a connection, make sure it's with a human being, like a human person. So Nanya says, my mind doesn't shut off even when I'm sleeping. Well, you gotta shut off, man. You gotta at some point, you gotta you gotta shut off. And when Six Tech says hello, hey, and when welcome to the chat. This is the chat after the chat. A lot of times, guys, I'll do my video points or my points that I'm talking about, and then later on it's like this is the live after the live. So welcome into the chat. Nanya says I can do it, but how do you get around going live when people type that again? I didn't get the last part. I think one of the words are misspelled. I can do it, but how do you get around going live when people something I can't? Yeah. Oh, like your family and friends are watching. Nunya, how do you get okay, how do you get around going live? I got it. When people like your family and friends are watching. Wow, Nunya. That is really an introspective. You have to really look inside of you and really know what you're doing it for. Because I could very much well have family and friends that are watching live. But I will tell you this. People have lives, and most people are not interested in what you're doing, especially if it doesn't concern them And that even goes with family. I've had family come up here, maybe rarely, but do they stay? No, not necessarily, because my family and friends can contact and communicate with me directly. They don't have to necessarily come and like sneak on live and see who I am and what I'm doing. They already know because they're a part of my life, right? So I think the question that you're asking is, it lends itself to a deeper question, right? It's like, are you comfortable with just like going on live? Are you comfortable with yourself to like to really talk? I mean, I know I've had people up here. Actually, I'd prefer not even to care who's up here, right? Because it's not even about that, right? It's not about who's seeing me or who's watching me. Hopefully that answers the question. And I hope, if you haven't done a live, like start small like I did. I would go on for 15 minutes. I mean, we're going on a minute. We're going on 2 hours almost, literally, hour and 30 minutes. But you know, um, yeah, I would challenge you to, yeah, if there's something that you want to do, like your drive has to be greater than your perception of how people see you and what they're going to see, and are you going to say the right thing. You just be yourself, and then people will show up, and they'll sort of connect to that. So um, but we got some more people in the chart and in the chat. I said in the charts. Kino says, any thoughts on AI in music? AI artists, music creation. AI is big in music now. AI is so big in music. We used to have analog back in the day, back in the 80s and 90s. AI is huge in music. My thoughts on it is the same as my thoughts on anything else with AI. I think when it comes to creativity, you're going to be able to tell those who create for real. And even if you create and have, so, so, so guys, like, don't get so caught on these computers and these open source generators and these prompters that we use. There are still communities of there are artists who have communities of people who write for them, who produce for them, who are creative, right? Does that not make them an artist, even if they don't write their own songs? So see what I'm saying? Like, it's a slippery slope when it comes to AI. I'm definitely all for it. I just think those who will really be the creators of the future will rise to the top, right? Those who are going to plagiarize and sort of, and that's always going to happen, because like it ain't but so much you can it ain't but so much creativity that you can have in a song, like, or that you can write about, like write about love, pain, uh anything, like, but they're all it's about creativity. It's about creativity, but I just think, use it as a tool. Like, that's just what I have to go back to. Uh, Free Fire Lover is here. Hey, Free Fire Lover, thanks for joining the chat. I appreciate you for joining today. Thank you for locking in. How are you? How's it going? Nanya said, sorry, my finger must have hit the send button while I was typing. All good. All good. Yeah, see, Daniel's here. Daniel's pushing me, man. Daniel says happy to create a Discord for the channel if needed. Man, I thank you, man. I appreciate it. I need to probably get on that. Guys, my honest opinion, or my transparency on it, is I want to make sure that I'm consistent enough to be up here for you all. And I think as long as you are showing up, what you are, and you're being consistent, and you're engaging, I think it's an encouragement to me. It gives me the energy that I need. I get all my energy from the community that I serve with this channel, because this is not just my channel. This is about. Thank you for that, Daniel. I may reach out to you to see what we can do to make that happen. The Discord would be kind of cool. What do you guys think? Uh, Send me some hearts or whatever. Give me some fires in the chat if you think we should do a Discord. Should we take this on to the next level? I see the hearts. Yep, I see the likes. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Okay, man. This is what it is. Nunya says, yeah, drive has to be overshadow, so you don't even think about it. Yeah, you just don't even think of, like you don't, like I said, I can have family friends up here. I have people I talked to, this week about it. Like, but like, are they in this world of social media? People people are only, thank you for the likes, guys. Appreciate the likes, man. People are only interested in what they're interested in. You guys are like the YouTube family, right? I have real family, but they're just, they might even be up. Like, I tell you one thing I was like, okay, if I'm gonna go live, I'm gonna go live super early, so nobody's up technically. Well, I've had friends come up here and be like, yeah, I'm watching you, and they commented. And so you actually, when it comes to YouTube Live, you will be surprised. You're gonna get more support than you think. You think you're gonna be out there, and you may the first couple of videos, but as people understand what you're talking about, as they get into like to know you more, they'll latch on and they'll become supportive. So, but that was I psyched myself out because I was like, I'm gonna go on live really early in the morning. That means everybody that I know is asleep. That's silly, right? But eventually it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You do what you do, and others will either follow suit or. But hopefully that's a good question. That's a good question. And when text says, "Can you check out my channel, please, after your stream is over?" Yeah, Anwin, like, leave your channel in the chat. I don't mind checking it out. You got to tell me what it is. Robin says, "Yo, I need help." That's a general statement. What do you need help with? Nanya says, "My content is all good. I just don't want people I know contacting me all weird." Okay, so people that you know contacting you all weird. I don't know. Do you have like a weird community? I mean, I don't know what will they be saying if they contact you. That's interesting, especially family. Yeah, none. You're just gonna have to get over the family thing. Like I don't really have any other. You just have to focus so much on what you're doing that noise is sort of to the side, right? You have to concentrate on the signals that you're receiving from whatever creativity or whatever space that you're in, because there are two things in life: there's signals and there's noise. You have to void out the noise so that you can hear the signal of where you need to be, where you need to go. And that's what I sort of done with the YouTube page. I don't listen to the noise. There's noise that comes in the comments. I have people weird all the time. They don't even have to be family. I don't know if you were here in the first part of the video, like, but it was a spam city. Like, people were spamming the crap out of this video. It's fine. It's no worries. Daniel actually came in and saved the day. He's a great moderator. So, Daniel, you are really trying to get me on this Discord, man. Y'all are pushing me. Oh man, I mean, I'm excited about it. I definitely want to do it. I want it to be right though, which is an excuse. But I mean, seriously, honestly, I want it to be something to where we can all grow together. Rob says, "I need help. I need to talk." I mean, you're talking now. What's going on? Rob says, "I need help getting my depression gone. I vape and try to get rid of it. I need advice." Oh wow, Rob. Depression. Okay. Man, let's tackle it. So you vape, which is a response to your depression. Is that correct? Is that what's going on? Yeah, I'm sensitive to that. I get it. If you can give me a little bit more context, what type of advice you want to get your depression gone? And so I think the first thing, Rob, that you can do is what you're doing now. Like, you come on to a community. We're not just about talking about technology and all of this, but yeah, man, we're here to support you in your depression. Do you feel like you are isolated? Do you feel isolated? Do you feel like you're the only person in the world? I'm just curious. Just asking questions because I know depression is a real thing. We've all at one point been depressed. So just want to be sensitive to that. But it sounds like your vaping is a response to your depression. So every time you get depressed, you go to vape. I've been there. Not that I vape, but in those depression moments that I've had in my life, I will retreat to making me feel better, right? But in the end, it's like it doesn't make you feel better. It only gives you a temporary relief or reprieve. Let's see. Master Kenobi, what's going on? I don't know how to respond to Do It Clap on. I don't. I, I'm so confused to that what you just said. So anybody can anybody like update me what it? Maybe you're trying to say something. It didn't quite come out, but Master Kenobi, thank you for joining the chat. Appreciate you. Daniel says, I'd suggest reaching out to a local national advocacy service to help Rob. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, Daniel, you're right. Neither, yeah, we're not really qualified. Everything that I say on this channel is for education purposes only. But I want to be sensitive to what you're saying. Nunya says you answered it right. Start small. Yeah, Nunya, start small. Start do 10-minute, not even 10, like 5 to 10-minute videos, and then get off. Like you want to build momentum. Like you don't want to be trying to like throw the full kitchen sink at your production. Like don't even do that. Start small. You got to start small with your channel. So I'm here, Nunya. I'm here to help. You have any questions? I'm going to give you my email, and that's for everyone. You have access to my personal email. It's Anvil, spelled ANVILL, so 2 L's, anvillmusicmedia@gmail.com. Feel free to reach out to me if you have any more questions. Nunya, I sort of specialize in YouTube content creation as sort of side thing, so I'd be happy to, we could set up even a consultation. I'd be happy to talk to you one-on-one because I like your vibe. I feel you. I think you have great opinions and you have great insight. And this generation, in fact, needs that. The generation that's coming up after us, they need this sort of guidance. So feel free, like I said, I'm gonna give you the email address, and that's for everyone. The email address is Anvil, spelled with 2 L's, anvillmusicmedia, all one word, @gmail.com. Anvil, ANVILL, musicmedia@gmail.com. Feel free to hit me up. Let me know what's going on. Nature Life says, bro, what's going on? Nature Life, how you doing? Man, it's good to see you. Rob says, but I don't want anyone knowing that I vape in my family. Okay. Rob, we're here for you. Nature Life says, I need money. Don't we all need money? How much money you need? A couple million? Oh, geez. How much money do you need? Yo, this chat is hilarious today. Just come out right and say it, man. Well, somebody's got, hey, listen. Nature Life, if you need money, you need to make an offer. Contact me if you want to know more about that. For those of you guys that need money, make an offer. I made an offer. I came on live and we're talking because an offer is simply me proposing who I am and what I do to you. And then your response is with your time, because you're only going to spend in your time or your money, right? So you can spend in one or two things. You're spending, and I know this is a free live right there. There's not a paywall behind this. I've thought about that before, but people are still you're still spending your time, which is even more valuable than the money. So create an offer, man. Nature Life, look that up. Google that if you need money. Daniel says, I don't think it would be as bad as you think, Rob. Your family love you. They want to help. Yeah. That's the isolated portion, Rob. Like, don't isolate yourself. That's what depression wants to do. It wants to get you by yourself, so you can it makes you think that you are the only one dealing with your problem and your issue, and it's just not the truth. Because number one, you're actually here on a community, and people, like, even though we don't know each other, like we're here, man. Like, let's lock in. Rob, have you joined the channel? Lock in, man. Pretty much everything is up for grabs. Daniel got me the other couple months. We were talking about like coming back to life as AI agents, and like um, uh, gathering all our thoughts and freezing our, you know, who we are as people, and then living forever. Um, I don't want to say the S word, but yeah. So, Keynote says pros and cons to streaming too. Spamming for no reason is crazy work. It's absolutely crazy work. So you want me to go into the pros and cons of streaming? What should I start with first? Pros or cons? Okay, we can go with pros. The pros of streaming is, number one, you become a better communicator. That is the number one pro of streaming. You learn how to effectively communicate. You learn how to conjugate your verbs and put your subject, your predicate, your adverbs, your adjectives, all in this in form, so that you can effectively speak to your audience. That's the pros of it, because at the end of these 8 months, what I've recognized is that I have learned how to communicate better, and not hide behind the fear of what somebody is going to say, right? So that's the number one pro of streaming, is you just get better. You get better. The cons of streaming for me has been, and I don't know if this is a con, but this is a struggle for mine, right? Let me be transparent. I want this transparency. The cons for me with streaming is being consistent. Literally, con has the word consistent in it. And con in that sort of context means with. But the cons, or my transparency to you guys, is this is the fact for me being to be, I really have to reach in and be consistent, right? I feed off the energy of the people, and sometimes, the crowd is there. Sometimes they are there. Sometimes they're listening. Sometimes they're not commenting. You guys have been great commenters today. That's why we've been locked in for the past, almost 2 hours. But like, that's a con for me, is to really lock in and be consistent so that I can show up. You know how? Do you know how consistent Netflix is as a channel? It has to be. You watch shows because of the consistency of the schedule. So if a show is not consistently coming to you, if it's weekly, if it's twice a week, you know when your favorite show is on, right? You guys know for the most part, especially those who have rocked with me, Daniel, we got Arshnu, Tanush, we've got my name is Un, who was here earlier. This is my tribe. They know for the most part I'm going to either be up here on a Friday or Saturday, but I still need to be more consistent in my streaming, because that's where people can really kind of lock in with you, and they really become you really become in a community that you can build. Nunya says love it. Signal and noise. Yeah, won't forget it. Yeah, the signal and noise thing is super duper important. I'm trying to learn how to zone in on the signals and really push away the noise, right? And that's been my MO for sure. Rob says I'm 14 and will get K word, or get in trouble. Get in trouble. Get in trouble. Upwan Patel, what's going on? What's going on? I love tech though. Oh, your friend passed away. I'm sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. Vignesh Sharma. I just said your name. Did I say it right though? Welcome to the chat. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for joining in. Daniel says at 14 you really shouldn't be vaping. That is just the science. If you're vaping to stop depression, it's a false dopamine hit, like I get with a cigarette as an older person. Yeah, vaping is not. It's not healthy at all. It's not very healthy at all. Rob, what you have to learn how to do is, first of all, you do need to stop vaping, but you need to replace it with something. Otherwise, if you don't replace it with something else that is more productive in life, that is a higher frequency for you, then you're going to result back to that lower frequency. So you can never replace, we'll call it an addiction. Well, it's not really addiction. I don't think you're addicted to vaping. I would never say that, but in a general sense, if you're addicted to something, you never want to replace it with something equally on the same frequency or same hemisphere as what you're addicted to, because all that's going to do is you're just going to go from one addiction to the next. What you have to do is you have to find a greater cause. You have to really find out. And you're 14, right? So this is probably maybe premature for you, but you have to find out what you are here in life for, and what you're here to do, and what your purpose is in life. And that's the greater cause of what the reason why we live. Um, 14 is a young age, man, but and I'm telling you, 14 is a great age to be. Uh, it's a great age today to be. I'm about 30 years older than you, but Daniel's got some good comments to that. TJ Story is here. Let's see, man. Let's keep it going. Says TJ. TJ says, "Where am I from? I live in the eastern part of the U.S." I told you guys that earlier. I told you actually where I was actually from. But yeah, eastern part of the U.S., man. We're locked in. TJ, where you watching from? Thank you for joining the chat. This is great. This is great. Comments keep coming. We're just locking in. Locking in. Rob says, I really do love tech. Kino says, Rob wasn't expecting this curveball this morning. Take a moment to view your surroundings, man. Lock in with family. Yep. I love it. Yes. You guys are great. We getting Rob's gonna be straight, man, after we Rob, first of all, follow the channel, man, so you can get some good advice, man, from some people who got your back. Because you're now family. So make sure you lock in. Rob, let me know that you subscribe so you can get this good knowledge. Daniel says, Rob, speak with your family, tell them your concerns. There's a lot more worse things you could be doing at 14. I wholeheartedly agree with that. Depression can spiral quickly, and I'm sure they will support you more than you realize. Yes, yeah. And depression is real, but you want to take it seriously, but you also want to know that you're probably in a far better place than most people your age. So while you can talk and discuss, and if you can discuss with us, like, you can be free with your family. And I know you don't really know us, but we know you enough to know that, like, man, you got a huge you got a greater future ahead of you. You just gotta get around people of like minded. So Rob, I hope you have subscribed to the channel, man, so you can be with us. Lock in. Just New says, I'm new here. Thank you for joining the chat. Thank you for locking in. Just New, where are you watching from? Thank you for leaving a comment. This is great. Inside Sanyam says, hey, how's it going? Man, this weekend chat has been crazy. You guys have been amazing. How is it going? Rob is here. Inside Sanyam is here. Thank you for joining, man. Thank you guys for joining. Hope you guys will join us further and subscribe to the channel. Daniel says, I have a child at a similar age, Rob. I'd hate to think that he couldn't come to me with depression, even if he was vaping and to manage it. Oh, man, that's so true. I have a child I have two boys that are 16. And if they're battling depression, like, I want to know so that I can help them. There's no judgment and there should be no judgment, right, in that space. So, yeah, welcome in, Mr. Satum. Yeah, absolutely. Rob said I subbed. Okay, Rob, you're in. Okay, Rob, well, lock in with us, man. Reach out. Join us with the videos, man. Let's ask Rob a question. Rob, what do you like to do, man? I know you said you like technology. What drives you to, like, what are some of your hobbies? I mean, at 14, I would assume, like, maybe you like video games. Are you into programming? Like, what are we doing, Rob, because I'm kind of like, I want to tap into who you are and, like, what excites you, right? There's got to be an excitement to what you do, man. Let us know. Sus, welcome to the channel. Sus is asking me thoughts on Charlie Kirk's death. There's no real thought that I have. Death is not good for anyone. I don't care, especially somebody's life being taken. I mean, it's just no reason to take a life. But I know, Sus, you're not just asking about Charlie Kirk's death, because I answered your question, right? You're really asking, you want to know the political crap that comes with a man who died. I mean, that's not this channel, so I'm sorry. We talk technology here. There's enough political channels out there that people can have their time and debate back and forth while somebody's lost a loved one. Like, I don't wish death on anybody. By the same token, I also understand that there are people that are not good and the people that are not well. Yeah. So welcome to the channel. Thanks for the comment, but we're just not, I don't know. I don't really know what else to say to that. Like, such an open-ended question. It's not not something that I really would like to necessarily address, but yeah, I did address it. I answered the question. Daniel says, I already have my own training data and I add it to every action. I can at any point be uploaded. My training data is less than 2 terabytes. That's me on a hard drive. Wow. So Daniel, you gotta get your terabytes up, man. I know you got way more knowledge than just 2 terabytes. I'm literally just kidding. I know you gotta have more. You gotta have more. You gotta have more knowledge than 2 terabytes. I don't know. I wouldn't even know how to compute. How do you go from human knowledge to computer knowledge? And like typically, or not typically, like what would a typical human middle-aged person, how much knowledge would that be? How much knowledge would that be on a computer, like in terms of storage and size? Like, I don't know. Is it gonna be 10 terabytes? I don't know. Daniel says might be more than 2 terabytes by the time I die, but right now my digital twin is around 1.1. Okay. Wow. How about that? 1.1 terabytes. IMT is here in the chat. Welcome to the chat, IMT. Thank you for joining. Hope you will subscribe. IMT is asking where I'm from. I am from the eastern part of the United States. Yes, I live in the eastern part. Somebody said my voice is deep. Is it really? Caboro says, am I a psychologist? No, I'm not. There's no psychology about me. No, I'm not a psychologist. There's no psychology. I'm not a psychologist. I'm just a normal guy. I love computers. I love tech. I love talking AI. That's what we have been talking. We just kind of like, I'm just sitting here chilling with you guys in the chat. As you guys are talking, I'm talking too. But no, I'm not a psychologist. So only take my communication as information for educational purposes. That's what we're gonna do. Tennessee Back Roads is here. Hey, welcome to the chat. Tennessee Back Roads. I would say you are from Tennessee, right across the street. I love it. At least I assume you're from Tennessee. Maybe you'll have to tell me that. Gamey Plays says, how are you? I'm good. Welcome to the chat. Thanks for joining in, man. Locking in with us. This has been a great live. Vibe Vion is, we got some new people here. You guys are talking and commenting, so I'm addressing the comments. I'm good, man. It's the weekend Gamey Plays. We just really kind of talked about a few things in AI. I would encourage you guys to go listen and watch the channel. Please subscribe, you guys that are coming on, the first timers. Are you guys all first timers? I feel like I haven't seen any familiar faces other than my crew. the live crew that's up here. But Vive Voyon, hey to you. How are you? Vive Voyon says, are you a music producer? Yes, I'm a music producer. I'm in my studio. This is where I don't live here, but it's my own personal space. I do music production. I just happen to have a tech channel, right? Which is, they're closely related. But I appreciate you guys for like locking in and joining. Samru says, I just popped up here. What are we doing? Right now I'm just discussing, I'm talking to the chat. People are like popping in. So welcome in here. We're just all hanging out. This is a live hangout. This is going to be a hangout video clearly. But yeah, what are we doing? You tell me. Daniel is says, I'm looking at it wrong. The more information we retain isn't us. Oh, okay. If you break it down at the core data, Wikipedia is less than 130 gigs. Okay. Which is not even, that's nothing. 130 gigs. Like, that was like something like 25 years ago. Okay, I got you. So the information we retain isn't us. Got you. All right. Shaduk Sherry says, where am I from? I live in the eastern part of the United States, guys. I guess I need to put this up as a pin. Where are you guys from? Let me know where you guys are from. Jayton is here. Hello. Hey. Hi, Jayton. Welcome to the chat today. Probar says, who I am. Who am I? My name is Brett with MacBooks. All you guys are newcomers here. Subscribe to the channel. Go check out my videos if you get a chance. We're just hanging out. He's getting love from. Oh, where is that, Shadu? I don't know that flag. Somebody said, bro, say my name. You guys are crazy. Ryan Marnock, there you are. Welcome in, welcome. And thank you all guys thank everyone for joining this chat. The chat is live, man. You guys are live. India, yes. Man, I have so many subscribers and fans from India. I really appreciate you guys. One of these days, I'm gonna take a trip, man. I like to come to India, man, to see you guys and to see your culture and what you're about. I always get love from India. You guys have a special place in my heart, even though I'm not biased to any country, right? But India, I definitely have the bigger of the following comes from India. So thank you guys from India who are been so gracious to come and support the channel. Ron Marnock says, bro, you are so polite. Oh, I'm nice. Yeah, you got to be nice in this, because this world, this world's got some unnice people, like impolite people. Is that a word? I don't know. Daniel says, my training data is more like a set of morals, voice data, opinions, video pictures of me to be replaced soon with 3D scan. I like that 3D scan. We got to talk about that. And core information that makes me who I am. Yes. Daniel, I'm interested, even with your sort of research and how you're taking who you are and putting that in, putting it on ice, so to speak. How do you deal with you evolving as a person? Because we know, Daniel, you aren't the same person you were 10 years ago. And how do you incorporate that with AI? And is AI at some point going to be able to evolve you? Because you don't want to be who you are today 40 years from now. You're not going to be the same person, right? Because not only that, that's the reason why we grow, we get older. So I'm just curious, like, what is your take on that? How is how is your AI gonna be able to evolve with you, I guess? Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense. Shadakshiri says, one confidential question, Israel or Palestine and so what we get into the Israel or Palestine and reason? you guys are gonna make me choose sides between Israel and Palestine. You know I'm not gonna do that. Like I don't even know where that question came from. We're we're not talking this. The title of this video, guys, I'm gonna tell you, it's not gonna be Israel or Palestine. Maybe it should, but I don't. That's not a confidential question. That's a controversial question. I don't condone violence. Let's just say that. Um, Especially if your family's fighting against each other. Let's just be honest. That's all I'm gonna say to that. Daniel says I don't need to add other things like my knowledge of Apple products, as when I upload, I'll train quickly on that. We have seen AI train and gather information quickly. Okay. Got you. Nunya says, did you get my email? No, I'll check it now, Nunya, to see if I got your email. When did you send it? Did you just send it? If you just sent it, I probably. Oh yeah. I got it. Cool. Yes, you have the Yahoo account. Yes, I'll respond. Thanks for sending the email. Awesome. Vivon says, tech, then suggest me what I should buy, the 17 or stick with my 12 after 4 or 5 years. Battery 73%, and it lasts half a day at work. Should I just replace the battery or buy a new iPhone? Vivon, I don't know. Can you replace the battery? Is it worth you replacing the battery? Right? You have a 12, so my advice is to go with the 17. I'm assuming you're talking about the iPhone 17. Don't get the orange color, though. That's ugly. Orange is ugly, in my opinion. But go with the 17. If your battery's only lasting a half of a day, then if you can replace the battery, I would, but it's not gonna change the other features of your iPhone 12. And at some point in time, Apple is going to discontinue their security and their updates for iPhone 12s. Just a word of a heads up there. Word of knowledge for you. Daniel says, I'm not the same person as 10 years ago, but I am the same person I was yesterday. This is why I have 2 terabytes to leave room for extra bits of me. Okay. And Daniel, I would suppose that's an ongoing question, right? It's an ongoing question. Thank you guys, all of y'all who are joining the chat. I'm addressing the questions as they come. If you're coming in to say hi, hey, good to see you. Shadi should have said sorry for that question. I mean, you don't have to be sorry. I just I've gotten that question before, so there's clearly something to the Israel and Palestine thing. I don't have enough knowledge to be taking sides. I think people want you to side with one or the other. I just won't do that without knowledge. And even if I do have the knowledge, I'm always the person to extend my my grace and my gratitude towards. I'm just not about this country versus this country. I mean, who do you choose, U.S. or China, India or the U.K., right? It's just kind of I'm just not there. But no worries there, man. You're still locked in. You don't have to apologize. Purple says, who's on the back? Nice setup. Who's there in the back? That's my wife. My wife's name is Latoya. She's the picture in the back who's smiling back at me, who I can look up and see. But thanks for the setup. Yeah, thanks for the compliment on the setup. Yeah, this is my setup here. This is my studio in so many words. That's my guitar. I'm trying to learn guitar, guys. Hopefully one of these days I'll be able to pick it up. Oh yeah, that's what it is. Yep. There it is. Yeah, it's my guitar. You guys get one chord. That was so random. Okay, who else? Nunya says, put the Put the tech, put the title in caps. Tech, tech, tech. Okay. All right. That's good. I prefer it to be a sentence though, but yeah, still working on that title. Thanks for the suggestions though. Vi Voyon says, I am confused with all the reviews of YouTubers, and I work in marketing and know half of them videos about 17 just sponsored. I don't trust them, but you seem trustworthy and not fake. Yeah, I'm telling you guys, that's what I'm saying. And I think we were talking about this. Nunya, we were talking about, like, that's why I come on, because I offer an element that's realness, right? And AI is not real. These channels that are being subscribed or being sponsored or that are in brand deals with these companies, of course they're going to tell you to get whatever they want to tell you to get, because they want to get sponsored again. They want to get paid. They're probably in a partnership with one of these companies. Now, while I will tell you this, Apple really does not partner with anybody, because Apple is a company by itself. It markets its own, it does its own marketing. So, hey guys, get the likes up, man. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you get a chance. Please like the video. We're up to 15 likes. This is great. This is great. Nunya says, cool. Mr. Roblox is here. Yo, what's going on? I'm good. I'm good here. Welcome to the channel. I feel like you've been up here before. Yeah, it's good to see you. Here's a question. Underground OG is saying, what is the goal of your YouTube channel? And if you could share your progress, could you please share? That'd be great. Yeah, Underground OG, I'm gonna show you a little bit of my progress, but please, like, reach out to me. Nunya, reach out to me by my email. Reach out to me. We can talk. We can talk further about it. I would love to share all of how I've kind of gotten to this point and where I am today. My email is anvil with 2 L's, musicmedia @gmail.com. It's three words together. Anvil, 2 L's, ANVILL, musicmedia @gmail.com. Reach out to me. We can talk about that further. The goal of my YouTube channel. Well, let me share with you guys really quickly. I'm gonna share with you really quickly my progress. My progress started. I started in 2020. I started a tech channel as in response to my studio I have here. There's equipment that I have that I use, and I really wanted to add value to the YouTube community in the space, because there have been times in my research that I did not know what to purchase in terms of equipment, in terms of computers, software, a bunch of stuff. And so I had to do a lot of research through Google. I mean, Google 15 years ago was still great. Like, you still could research and be just fine if you had the discipline enough to research. You know, you can literally find anything online 10, 15 years ago. I mean, today it's like people can find stuff in their sleep. Like, it's not hard at all. So I started the YouTube channel to put up reviews, and you can see that if you go to check out my first video. My first video is with the red shirt on, so yeah, go figure. It is very bad. But I just wanted to add I wanted to add value to people. And the goal of my channel, man, is really in a nutshell. I love the community that we kind of talk, and it was a lot of people up here. It's a lot of comments. I'm psyched about the comments and chatting and people coming in and just kind of checking to see. My goal is to learn more about artificial intelligence and how it affects us and how it's going to affect the future of where we're headed as a society as a whole, because this is not one country versus another. This is where we are, right? So that's my goal, is to really learn artificial intelligence. And as I'm learning it, as I'm researching it, and the knowledge, I have people like Daniel to come on and to really kind of sort of help and to teach and to provide more information about where we are in this space, because I really think it's a great space. Also, there's another goal to this channel. The goal to the channel also is for me to Learn how to effectively communicate. I talked about that earlier. It's important to effectively communicate with not only your subscribers, but those who you deal with in business, those who you have relationships with. Communication is the highest form of human commitment, right? You cannot commit without communication. They are the two bridges that that connect us, right? So yeah, that's but yeah, reach out to my email. Ike says, do you play old games? I've been playing GTS and San Andreas, PS2. No, I don't. I'm not a huge gamer. It's not out in left field, man. We have gamers up here. We have software engineers up here. You guys get those likes, get those. Let me see those hearts if you guys get a chance. We have all types of people up here. Yeah. Shadiq Shahir says my name. Yeah, my name is. Thanks for the hearts, guys. Appreciate it. I see it. My name is Brett. Yeah, Brett. Brett. Simply that. Vibe Varn says thanks in advance. No, thank you. I'd love to connect with you guys. I'd love to Vibe Voyon, reach out to me by email. I'd love to connect with you guys individually, so we can talk. Scroll Hub says, hey, and we're talking about which car do I have. Maybe I have more than one car. I don't know. Maybe I don't have a car. Which car do I have? I'm actually not sitting in it because that's how I started my lives. I used to I used to literally sit in my car, whether it was like dark, rainy, like I would get up early in the mornings, it'd be dark, and I'd have like my little light sitting on the dashboard, and I'd go live. Those are such humble beginnings. And then I transitioned into, oh gosh, I got something in my eye. I transitioned to the studio where I am, which took me a while to transition because, like, guys, this is a personal space of mine. Like, this space is personal to me. So I'm kind of letting you guys in on my space. You guys said, am I going to shred? No, I'm not going to shred. I picked up the guitar. This guy knows acoustics. Yeah, I know a little bit about acoustics. The way people know what the conversation is about. How do you get people in here, voice or video? How do I get people in here? It's not really me, Nunya. It's really the algorithm. YouTube has what you call it's your vertical live feed, and it gets pushed out to the community based off of the keywords that I talk about. So that's what that's what brings people into this space. I've had people come in and say, well, why am I here? Well, you clicked on it. Well, why did I click on this? Or why did I just left here and I came back? Daniel, you know who we're talking about because this guy was actually hilarious. I think he follows the channel. I haven't seen him appear in a while. But you have people that come to see what the live feed is about, and then they jump out because they're like, okay, I'm bored or whatever. And then they end up right back in because nothing else out there is like worth even like subscribing to. I mean, I'm just being honest. There are a lot of channels, but a lot of these channels aren't really talking about anything. They don't really have the substance. They don't have a real person sitting in front of me. It might be an Android, right? So that's really what happens is the algorithm kind of sends you here. Shadek Shikari says, I have an opinion. Everyone say Chat GPT. Copilot is the best among all. I just talked about Copilot earlier in this video. I feel like, man, this is deja vu all over again. I actually suggested Copilot to one of the subscribers who was looking at editing their resume. So Copilot is a great source. So yeah. Stacks Dinero says peace. Peace. Not that I'm leaving, but peace to you as well. Hello, welcome to the chat. Thank you so much for joining. Really appreciate you for locking in. Underdog OG says you should have a dual screen for your live. Read and respond to the comment second screen for information. I know I've got all of that. And I'm actually already set up. Underground OG. Thank you so much. Y'all don't like the realness of this? Like, it's one screen, and I'm not doing a whole bunch of different, like, this is who I am, right? But yeah, no, I've definitely considered that. Second screen for information. Yeah, I'm currently, Daniel actually set me up on OBS software. So I have that. The only thing is, like, YouTube's vertical fill vertical live is just it's more organic. But that's coming. That's coming in. Okay. Shadak Shahir, he's saying, okay, bye, bro. We're having a festival in India, 9 days of Holy Festival of Hindu. See you later. Okay, enjoy the festival, man. I hope it goes well. Hope it goes well. Hope that goes well. Let's see. I mean, split stream like a conference. Yeah, live streaming conference on YouTube. Yeah, that might be dope. We just have to get some topics to talk about. Who else is in the chat? Don't forget to like this video, guys. Like this video if you haven't already. Like this video if you haven't. Please subscribe to the channel if you get a chance. Daniel says I can facilitate conference stream. Okay, well, yeah, let's why not do this? All of you who would like the conference, please, I want you to do is I want you guys to email me at anvillmusicmedia@gmail. Let me know. Email me your email, and we can actually get that going, get that started. We will have to have some topics. What are some topics you guys want to talk about if we do have a conference sort of forum? Daniel is willing to facilitate. Appreciate you, Daniel. Nanya says multicam. Yeah, multicam. Are you saying like a Zoom, like a webinar? I like webinars. We could definitely do a webinar. Underground OG says, I give you the topic. I'm good with freestyle marathon. Okay. Well, this has been a freestyle. This has literally been a freestyle, guys. Like what we're talking about has literally been, we've been freestyling for the past hour now. We can do it through your newly created Discord server. All right, man. Oh, wow. Well, Daniel, sounds like we got to do some talking, man. I'll see how we can make this work. Dan, you got enough going on, man. I don't want to take you from your family. I know this. I know you have such great passion about what I'm doing, and you've connected with me. Daniel's been with me since day one, and by day one I mean he's been with me for a couple months. Really, man, I really owe the guy. He's Daniel, amazing guy. I'm talking about ASN Space Nut. And for you guys that don't know, if you haven't already made the connection, that's Daniel. You guys make sure you say hi to Daniel and respect the man's presence in the room. No, I'm just joking. Here on YouTube so you can get more hits. Oh, I thank you for getting more hits. Yeah. And I'm totally cool where I am. Like you guys are great. So this is a great space. What's my content? My content is in computers, tech, artificial intelligence, as you already know. So hopefully you have subscribed to this. Underground OG says I've unreleased rap stack up so we can drop them and ask your audience to rate them. Oh yeah, we could do that. We can be more interactive, have people come on. What you want me to do? Like have like a I don't want to say American Idol because I don't like American Idol, but is that what we're trying to do? We're trying to do an open forum where people can express and they can express their talents. Shaduk Shahir says, you're privileged to live in the U.S. because in here in India, our lives are effed up. Even after completing master's and PhD, we get only $500 salary or even less. Wow. Is that the truth? Well, yes, I am privileged, man. I am. I will say that. Man, you should come to the U.S. Come to the U.S. then. If it's like that, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. that's what it is. So, but I still, man, I still have love for India. I still have, like I said, I still have plenty of subscribers, fans, and those who are like locked in, who really enjoy this content. You know, um, yeah, YouTube always pays based on the value of the USD. Yes, I know some YouTube creators living Middle East earning $10,000 to $15,000 a month. Very true statement. That is not me, not yet, but it will be soon. Um, I've got just enough confidence to know that that's going to happen. But my brother lives there. Oh, your brother's in the U.S. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Nunya says, topic, how tech has affected today's mentality and its evolution of the human race. I like it. I like it. Boom. I got you. That's one. Got your message pin there. That's cool. Underground OG says that right set pro platform for underground artists, as and when it grows, you can raise it up as an IP. Yeah, y'all got some good info. Y'all got some good ideas, man. Some great ideas. Great ideas. Yeah, we should do it as a conference. Yeah, because I think how it has affected today's mentality and the evolution of the human race, and we can start back as far as, like, caveman time, right? I mean, maybe we don't go back that far. Maybe we start with the first computer, maybe, because as you know, computers and technology, GPS, you got to know that AI, artificial intelligence, started back in the 80s, right? This is something that's been going on for a while. We have tampered, or we have flirted with the virtual space and how humans can live in the virtual world. That's still ongoing, but artificial intelligence is a disruptor. It literally has disruptor. It literally has disrupted um, so many different um, so many different industries, from the social industry to the government industry, the educational industry, the social and economic, uh, who we are, where we are. Like, it's a literal disruptor. But yeah, I'd love to do a conference, man. Um, Allows for a lot of perspectives. Yes, I think so too. I think so too. It's been great. It's been great. Been great. Been great. Let's see, who else do we have up here? Um, yeah, I love that. I just think we have to get together. And that's what I'm saying, guys. Like, if you're really excited and really interested in doing this conference, like, I would love to set up a committee to make this happen. That way we can kind of put and forge our ideas together and really come together and sort of make something really neat, unique, and really, like, that's going to be great for this channel. And you guys can become a part of this, right? And we can make it happen, make it big. Like I said, email me, anvillmusicmedia@gmail.com if you're interested. Nunya, I already have your email, but if you're interested again, send me another email, let me know, because I'm thinking you probably sent me the first email about YouTube content creation and how to sort of get in that space. But I'm willing to hear you guys out. I'm willing to help. And there's enough participation, then absolutely. We're gonna go. We're gonna go for it. We're gonna go at it. Like, absolutely. Um, Underground OG says, how do I contact you? I want to work with you in exchange for knowledge and skills that helps us and your audience. Yeah, like I said, Underground OG, reach out to my email, anvillmusicmedia@gmail.com. Go email me right now, so I can get your information and we can get started on maybe a group chat. Um, I don't know if we want to use like WhatsApp, or what do you guys think is the best mode of communication for that? But I want to see you guys up here. So email me right now today when you get a chance. Anvil, ANVILL, musicmedia@gmail.com. I've said that probably 100 times already. So you guys get the point. Nunya says, what about broadcasting it here? If not, we have to tape it, save it, and put it on here. Yeah, I mean, I'm sort of like, it's cool to do like even like a Zoom sort of thing. Underground says, "Can I please share my email again?" Yes. Email. Let me see here. I'm gonna put the email up here. Um, yeah, Nunya, I really like what you are saying. My email, so let me say it again one more time. My email is anvillmusicmedia@gmail.com. That's ANVILL, two L's, musicmedia@gmail.com. Hopefully you got it. You guys got it? Or whatever platform you have the best act. Yeah. All right. Yeah, Nanya, you're locked in, man. I really appreciate you uh for being here. So got it. Thanks. Cool. Bruvan says, "Where are you from?" Yes, I live in the eastern part of the US. That's where I'm from. I don't know if you can tell by my accent. Do I have an accent? I don't know. That's where I'm from. Where are you from, Bruvan? Let me know. How did you get your handle and your name? I'm always curious when people come up here. Like who's sitting behind the keyboard? Uh, but this sounds great. We can start it up, man. I've got, like I said, if we get together, the committee, we sort of come together, and then we can. I have service. I already have Zoom pretty much locked in, which I need to be using. So, um, yeah, we can get this started ASAP, and I can round in some more troops, and we can have a great collaboration. Because I'm all about collaborating. I think the next wave of and it's not even the next wave, it's what's happening now. Collaboration is and teamwork and team building is really what is working today in social media. Gotta have a team, you gotta have partnership and partnerships. Bhuvan says, "I'm from India." All right, sending love to India, man. Thank you so much for joining. India is here. India is here. Nunya says he's got other topics. I want to go down the same. Maybe we can get a network going. Nice. Oh, nice. Thanks, Daniel. You made me a Discord server. Oh, wow. Wow. Cool, man. Thanks, Daniel. I appreciate it, man. You always go above and beyond. Um, man, I really appreciate you, Daniel, for believing in this channel. Man, you really don't know what that means to me, and when we connected, and how you've been just a great resource. Like I said, I know you have like so much going on, so I feel like I don't want to spread you thin or spread you away from your family, but like I hear and see your passion, right? And there's been some things that I didn't even ask for, and that you already like you just kind of like really lock in and do. So that's from bro to bro, man. I'm appreciative of that. I really do, man. I really do appreciate that. It's a good moment. Good moment. Okay. But thank you for that, Daniel. I'll look at that. Um. Let's see. Who else? I live in Silicon Valley of India, Bangalore. I heard Bangalore is like crazy. I work for JP Morgan Chase. Music is a passion project, something that I want to do full time. Dope, man. Live in the Silicon Valley of India. I've never heard that. I've never heard it put that way. Awesome. Well, Underground OG, man, I'm here, man, to push you. If music is a passion and you wanted to make something that you want to do full time, first of all, Underground OG, you want to understand that your passion may not get you to where you want to be. What you want to do is you want to be locked in with a vision of what you want to accomplish musically. Because sometimes passions are attached to our emotions and how we feel at a certain time. So if we're not, you can be passionate and then you cannot be passionate, because there are certain things that am passionate about, and there are other things that I'm not passionate about. Well, as we evolve over time, sometimes that switches. Sometimes we go from being passionate to things to not being passionate, or to being passionate about other things. So what I'm saying is really, really clear, be clear about um what your passions are and let them be your passions. But if you're going to do something full time, that means you're probably gonna most likely end up in having your own business or your own platform, which, just like this is what this is, right? I am passionate about this, but this is also for me a real this is a real outlet, and it's also I'm very serious about. I just don't come up here based off of how I feel and emotion. Like I really um love to see the energies of people and how they give what they give off, and to get that energy in return, and like, yeah. And so I have other businesses, but yeah, this is, I guess you could say, this is a passion, but I'm not using this passion to the point where if it goes away, I'm still gonna do this, like, regardless. Like, this is not something that I'm just starting as a passion project. So 6:52 in the evening in India. Yep, that's about right. I've had a few meetings with some people in India, like some software developers. So I don't know. I'm trying to remember where they said they were from. But India is a big place, man. It's a lot of people. A lot of people. Nanya says, "Yeah, I really think it could be the beginning of something big. Yeah, I see this potential. Yeah, just hang in with me. Just staying with me, Nanya. I want to definitely see you with us." Dragon FC says, "Am I gamer? No, I don't. I don't. I'm not in gaming. Um, that doesn't mean that we can't talk about it on this channel. So, but yeah, I'm not in gaming. Um, but feel free. We got gamers up here, so you can talk about it. I'll let you guys talk more about gaming. Like, what games are you currently playing and interested in?" Uh, Underground OG says, "That makes sense. Much appreciated your suggestion. It will help me a lot." Yeah, man, and that's kind of cool. You work for JP Morgan. I keep forgetting JP Morgan is an American company, but it has. Are you in, like, you in finances or IT? Like, where you at? I don't want to place you incorrectly. What are you doing at Underground OG? Let me know. Yep, Daniel says, Nunya, welcome to the team. Yeah, Nunya. Yep. Are you cool if I call you Nunya, or would you rather me call you by your actual name? I'm just curious. Let me know. What time is it here? It is 9:30. It's 9:30 currently. Um, but yeah, Nunya, are you cool with Nunya says it's 9:30 here. Oh, Underground OG says I'm in cybersecurity. Okay, that's great. Cybersecurity. I just took some courses on cybersecurity this week. We got to take them before our our company makes us take those courses. So uh, cool. Yeah, Eastern. Yeah, Eastern. Yeah, you're on the East Coast. Where are you from, Nunya? I didn't even ask you where you were from. Uh, because you've been rocking with me the past 2 hours, a couple hours. Florida. Ah, I got family in Florida. I've got a lot of contacts in Florida. Awesome, 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 awesome. Well, yeah, thanks for locking in. Um, Daniel will tell you, uh, where this is a real space. Um, After all of the glamour and the lights and all of that. And I don't really, that's what I'm saying. Like, I have a setup to where I can go on OBS. Daniel actually set me up for that. But I will tell you this, guys. The power of the YouTube algorithm is such that I did a live on OBS. I went live. I had the chat and everything. But because it was not a vertical feed, I was not getting as much engagement as I felt I should. So that's why I sort of reverted. You probably can go back. It's a couple months. I did a live and I said, come check out my new setup. And on that video, I didn't get a lot of hits. Like it wasn't discouraging, but it was like I'm always about doing things that is effective. So if you guys have any suggestions to that, I know Daniel probably will. But and I want to get back there and really kind of make sure I'm in the zone for setting up these lives so that we can have the discussion, we can have a open dialogue, we can have the chat that's live for people to be able to see. Yeah, I love it. I love it. I love it. Nunya is cool here. Okay. All right, Nunya it is. Underground OG says, what do you do for work and how do I unwind? So what I do for work is, first of all, I'm a content creator. Well, that's not first, but not in any order. Content creation. I'm a music producer. I teach piano lessons. I also am a design tech for a concrete company. So I do design tech project management for a company. What do I do to unwind? This is sort of a thing that I do that's different from what I do in else. So unwinding, maybe not, because this gives me energy. So I'm like, but to unwind, man, I just I may have to get back to you on that because I'm learning the space of unwinding and like how to really sit in quiet and really be like in tune with my thoughts. But sometimes I'll go driving. If I go driving, it helps me with my thoughts. Early in the morning, like when it's early, I really kind of lock into to just being in a quiet space. I'll practice. Sometimes I'll practice. I'll get on my keyboard and practice. Yeah. Underground says, do yoga and meditation. It helps you get sleep better. Yeah. I like that. Yoga and meditation. I do work out, so, but I don't know if that's unwinding. Like working out for me helps me to be able to, you breathe better. You get more oxygen through the body because a lot of times we don't even know, like when we're breathing, we don't know what our body needs to get full oxygen and full air. So yeah, some certain things. No, yeah, I get the need for private. I never corrected Brett when he called me Daniel. Now I'm Daniel here. Yeah, I did. Daniel told me his name, and I mean, cause I'm like personable, I write about that. And Daniel, if you want me to call you Mr. Space Nut, I can. But like I've been calling Daniel that, and I know people are like, who is he talking to? Is Daniel his imaginary friend? Who is that? So driving is my go-to. Yeah, you're in a pretty state, man. Florida is. Listen, the thing about Florida is like all of the scenery looks the same. Like all the palm trees are the same. Like everything literally looks the same. Every restaurant you go to, like I'm not joking your stay. Like I love Florida. I was there this year earlier. I was there actually back in July. I can't remember. Um, uh, Rhyme says, "Bro, can you give me food?" Ah, man, it's can you give me food? I don't know how I'm gonna give you food. That's interesting. Daniel or Space Nut Works. Yeah. If you want to see my name, it's fine. I was going to use it on here anyway. Yeah, nah, it's no big deal. Like I'm personable to that, but we can still use handles. My name is not anvillmusicmedia. My name is Brett. So, and I understand now that I've gotten a little bit more knowledge in social media in the space. I understand that you can't really separate your business from who you are, especially if you're trying to come up with a brand and trying to come up with that you're really trying to come up with something that's going to represent you online in the social media space. So, but yeah, you are here now, man. You're part of the family. So good so good to have you, up here. Who else is on the chat? Don't forget to like this video, guys. Subscribe to the channel. Maybe some of you who haven't had the chance to chat or come online, I all are welcome to talk and to communicate. And this is what we do. And we will have so many more topics. Today's topic we kind of circled around uh, the wagon, so to speak, and we've been back and forth with different topics. And today, now, I've been able to address the comments, and we've been able to talk. Had real good discussion. I've talked about YouTube content creation, which is another passion of mine. There we go with the passion again. And so I'm really excited to see what we can come up with and how we can, I mean, it's basically like Daniel says it all the time. I think I'm starting to learn this now. It's about legacy, it's about changing the world in which we live in. I know Nunya is on that page as well because he's like, you guys need to chill off of this tech stuff and go read a book, go do something organic, like go outside, put your bare feet on the earth surface, um, make sure you can be in tune with nature. And I totally understand that perspective. So it's very much a good thought process. Um, Nanya says it's cool since you guys are using your name. Call me Will. Will, awesome. All right. Well, I've said Nunya about 100 times, so it's I'm gonna have to switch and say Will. But Will, welcome to the channel. Nice to meet you. It's great to have you, and I've got your email, so we'll be locked in. Adarsh Singh says, "Hey, hi, friend. How are you doing? Adarsh, are you from India? I am from the eastern part of the U.S. Thank you for joining the channel. Hope you get a chance to subscribe to it, and so that way you can follow us on this channel as we give you updates throughout the week. Welcome to the channel, Adarsh. Are you from India? I'm interested uh, to see. But thanks for joining the chat. Sending love to India, like I said. Uh, really appreciate all of the love that I get from there. Not just there, we get love in the UK, Australia, um, even in the US. It was good to actually play. It's kind of actually nice to see somebody from the US because I don't get a lot of US followers, which is cool. I don't know. Nunya, you just happen to be up super early, or maybe you were super early. I don't know. If you're on the East Coast, hey, maybe there are some people in the U.S. from here. If you are, I get most of my interaction and engagement from those who are non-U.S., which is cool. I'm all about like the global space of social media and how we can connect and be in communication. So, uh, Adarsh, I told you where I'm from. Where are you watching from, Adarsh? I'm I live here in the eastern part of the U.S. Yes. I don't see any more comments. But yeah, this has been great. This has been good. I can't wait to see if we can what we can do with this Discord and how we can bring a virtual conference. We'll have to figure out what that looks like. It's exciting to know that this is something that we can do. The main thing I'm gonna be really excited about is to get to see you guys talk and you guys' face online as we share. I love talking and communicating, and this is the channel that we do it on. But we also can have other means to have other people to be able to come on and sort of share, and then we can discuss the topics that we come up with. So Yeah, Discord is like Slack. Okay. It's got text and voice and chat rooms. And I'm assuming you can do like a multiverse sort of thing with Discord and YouTube and probably Facebook. That might be cool. That might be really cool. That might be really really cool. Um, let's build it out, guys. Let's build it out, man. We'll maybe we can get on a Zoom, uh, maybe next week. We'll of course you're welcome to come, Daniel, as well. We can kind of find maybe a time to lock in, and we can get this going and get this started. But it's got text and voice chat rooms. Nice. And so Discord is like, yeah, I've got to do research on it. I know that yeah, people are on the Discord, but this may be the next step for this process of what we're doing and what we're gotta accomplish and try to figure out what the vision is and what we're trying to do. But I think this is, like I said, this is a legacy thing. This is a thing that we're sort of reaching back, as Will says, to the younger generation um, of us old guys in the 40s. No, I'm not gonna do that to us. I'm not gonna age shame you because I'm the same age, man. Being 40 plus is a good thing. It's a good thing. I'm not gonna talk about it anymore. But oh, no, Will says, yeah, I'm not usually up so early today, but I'm glad I did. Opportunity more likely is more likely with the internet. Yeah, man. And Will, yeah, we're gonna talk about, like, I want to definitely get with you on your content creation and things that you want to do, man, because it's all laid out here for you to be able to do it. I don't have to. I'm not gonna hog up the space or hog up my information. I share everything because everything is free anyway. Like, you don't need to pay for anything that you can research your own self. Yes, that is one of the good things about tech. Exactly, exactly. So, it's been great. Been great. This has been a great time to get together. Let's see any other comments. Thank you guys again for joining us today. We had a great time. Not only is my voice out, I think my battery is on the way out, and soon it will be soon it'll be out. You guys have been great. I'm gonna actually take a bit of Will's advice. Guess what, guys? I'm gonna go outside and because I hear the birds chirping. We're on the verge of fall into winter, so it's not gonna be too many more days to where the weather is like it is here in Virginia. But Will, you'll get to have all the good weather. It's like we ship all of our weather to Florida, and you get good weather in Florida for the next 3 months. Even though, Will, I actually was in Florida last December, and it got down to 56 degrees, and the girl at the hotel was like, "Uh, this morning I came in, we had that wet stuff on the ground. What do you call it?" And I was like, "Dew." She was like, "Yeah, that's what it is." I mean, she was like 22 years old, so she was like, "Yeah, it's dew." She didn't even know the word. Like, yeah, y'all don't never get dew in Florida, but you have the nicest weather ever, and I'm semi jealous of that. But it's probably maybe 80s in Florida now. I don't know what the weather is, but definitely enjoy that. Daniel says, "Did you email me, Nanya?" Okay, cool. Um, yeah, I'm gonna send you guys. I'm gonna put you guys on a chat really quick if I can. I'm gonna put you guys on the chat. I'm gonna put you guys on an email so we can let's see. I'm putting it together now. Let's see Anvil chat. Here we are. Boom, I just emailed you guys. Well, I just emailed both of you. And if anybody else would like to join this, if you're serious about it, I can just tell by who I'm talking to now, like the seriousness of like, and we're ready to do this. Hello, YouTube Ka Ba Shaha. Hey, what's going on? I am Indian. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Yeah, I just connected you guys. Hopefully, you guys got the email. You can respond, and we can kind of go from there. What I will probably do, guys, Will and Daniel, I'll set up. We'll get a Zoom meeting set up so that we can kind of discuss and really start to hone in on what we want to do as far as the Discord for Anvil. Sweet, got your email. Awesome, awesome. We'll be in contact, man. Um, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. I'm excited. You guys are amazing, and that has been the video, and we're excited. Can't say it enough. Can't say it enough. This has been good. You guys have been great, and I hope to talk to you as well as everybody else very very soon. We'll be back. We'll be back in the chat next week. Like I said, we're gonna look for some great things to happen as a part of what we're doing. This is just a start. This is just a start. So, you guys have a great weekend, man. Enjoy your weekend. Like I said, I'm gonna take Will's advice. Get some of this good weather while we have it in Virginia, because like I said, we'll be shipping all our good weather to Florida, and Florida takes the weather. I know it's hot in the summertime, but in the wintertime, it's like, whoo, it's nice weather. Nice weather. It doesn't get too cold there. All right, talk to you guys. Yeah, absolutely, Will, Daniel, everybody else in the chat. Appreciate you. We'll talk to you soon. All right, take it easy.